performances?
Um, Zudu has a lot of work to do. Kind of worried about Zudu, but Evan Neal wasn't as bad as you think. He did give up that one sack against Tack McKinley, who's a former first round pick, so it's not like he was a scrub. Um,
I
he
seen he gave
actually
up a couple
played.
pressures too
Yeah, I mean, he actually
at
played way
tackle.
better than given credit for. Did he play super good? No, he might not even play good, but he was at least average. And you haven't even been getting average from Evan Neal. So, I mean, that's a step forward, a small step. Not saying that he's going to be a world beater all of a sudden, but he played way better than people giving him credit for right now. I could at least give him that.
Yeah, I know they tried him out at guard a little bit. I had to watch the condensed version of the game because I was literally driving all day yesterday. So I was listening to you guys too as well. But as I'm watching it, I did see him give up some pressures, but it was hard for me to. I have to like go back and look at the film. How do you think he looked when they had him in there at guard? I know they had him in a guard couple snaps.
Wasn't that guard? I think he was at guard like one snap or two.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
his run blocking is still pretty doggone good.
Mm-hmm.
It's uh, it's still the trust with his kick step. It's
Mm-hmm.
like he doesn't have that trust in his kick step the way he should. And like Coach said, he does need to lose the weight a little bit, lose a little bit more weight. I would want to
Salute
see
definitely.
Evan Neal around 315 to 320,
Mm-hmm.
but I know he's still around what 350 somewhere around
Yeah,
there. And
it doesn't look like he lost any weight.
I mean, he looked like he lost a little bit of weight, but it's all I know is that it's going to take time with him, and you got to be willing to put in the time with him. He's
Mm-hmm.
actually he actually looks better than what he was, considering how bad he looked uh, the last couple of years with us. He actually looked a little bit better when he was out there. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta give him time. He's not going to start this year. He's probably at best going to be your swing tackle, and I mean that's it. You're gonna hope that either you can work him in at guard or you can try to man, you could try to get him back at tackle after this year, but somehow, some way, you gotta work with this guy and see exactly what he has. Because at least he's showing up, and at least he's showing that he made a tiny bit of progress, however small that progress is. He made a little
I
bit of
don't like his
progress.
footwork, bro.
Yeah, his
That's them.
footwork is bad.
Yeah,
When
that.
it comes to getting that kick step. Other than that, when it comes to run blocking and stuff, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
And I've
that
said that. Yeah, I've admitted that.
third kick step he's having an issue with.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And that ain't good. Yeah.
you can't really bet on him to start for you right now. He's not able to start for you right now. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They look like that. And salute to you. The reason they look like that is because our offensive line looks so bad. Giving up eight sacks to Tommy DeVito. I didn't like the offense as a whole. It just felt like Dable and them was just trying to get through the preseason game. It
mhm.
was real vanilla. Like they didn't take any shots down the field. It was run. Flat. Like it didn't look good to me. Initially when I watched it, like I said, I had to kind of watch the quick version of it, but it didn't look good out there offensive wise. It looked like they was just kind of trying to go through the motions, trying to get through the
Yep, just
game
trying
without
to
any
get through the
injuries.
game.
So not a whole lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and break it all the way down. Because it really it wasn't schemed up a lot. It didn't look like they was trying to do a whole lot. It looked like they was trying to reserve damn near everybody that was gonna make the roster. The people you seen out there, most of them are probably gonna be cut
Yep.
because the players that didn't play, those were the ones I felt like they were trying to save. They didn't want them to get hurt. You know what I mean? So That's kind of my main takeaway from the game, man. But you watched it, you called it live. Great job, by the way. What's some of your takeaways from last night? Last night outside the offensive line disaster as we spoke about.
Well, the offensive line was a disaster. Turbo Miller, it's gonna be hard to get rid of that guy. I don't think you can get rid of Turbo Miller. Turbo Miller's a very good back, and the more burn you give him, the better he's gonna get. So you can't lose Turbo Miller. I think Joshua Kelly will be cut. Um, the DBs, man. I don't think we had one NFL caliber DB playing out there last night, including Darnay Holmes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be on the waiver wire for
Coach Kid here. Yeah, I know he gonna rip Darnay.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Doing the same things again, man. It's like
it doesn't matter who the receiver is. Just go after him, and it's gonna work. Either he's gonna get a penalty, or he's gonna give up the play. There's a couple of people that I'm really excited to see. I think Cloyd makes this roster as a middle linebacker. He started off slow, but then he picked it up. Exactly. I don't know who Cloyd was, but he came in there and he balled out. Yeah, he's gonna probably make this roster until some more middle linebackers come back off injury. I don't think Beavers makes the roster.
I heard he looked pretty bad out there.
He's continuing to miss tackles all over the field, so that's not gonna work. I believe Bernard Whitley and Tamar Fox make this roster. And to be honest with you, the way they played last night, I know it's against 2s and 3s. But man, Ojulari better look over his shoulder a little bit with those two guys. They actually play off each other. Pause, which is a great thing. Yeah, they were feeding off each other the whole game. And one guy would get in, Whitley would get in. Then if Whitley didn't get in, Tamar Fox was getting in. So that was pretty dope to see those two play like that. And so those are three guys on the defense that surprised me. It looks like Casey Rogers is making his claim to make the roster.
Yeah.
Jordan Riley showed up a little bit last night. He showed up a little bit. But this backup offensive line, I don't think we can afford an injury, man.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with you. Yeah. I don't think we can afford not one injury on this offensive line. Well, maybe a guard, because Stinney can come in and give you some decent.
Stinney is decent. But that Schlotman dude.
Oh, terrible.
He's awful.
Like, man, how you do a split as a lineman because you get juked so hard? Like, man, is it that serious out there?
Right.
You in a full split. That is crazy.
Yeah, but Kubis, like some of these guys, Joshua Miles, awful.
I'll keep Kubis over Miles in them.
Yeah, I think those are practice squad guys, both of them, to be honest with you. And we're gonna go through the 53-man here in a little bit and see what we can figure out here as far as who's in and who's out, because this John Giles guy, the wide receiver.
No.
Miz, what's good with you, Mizaroni?
What's up,
going on, Miz?
I'm all right. What's going on? I listen to you guys because I'll be honest, I worked all night. I didn't get to see a minute of the game, and then when I seen some of the highlights or the way people were talking, I didn't even go back and watch it.
I watched the game. I watched every Giants game, whether I catch it live or had to catch a replay. Preseason, you're gonna get replays because they're playing on Saturday, but we'll definitely be here for every regular season game. But yeah, it wasn't a good showing.
Block that dude.
Who, Brian?
Jay Ferries.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
What did he say?
No, go to the other comment. He got blocked last night for making comments about Lou losing his tools and stuff, trying to be a shit starter.
You're gonna get put in timeout, buddy.
Playing time in the gulag.
It's a whole nother day. You still on the same thing. We don't need that around here.
All right, man. Darren, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? Born for sports, man. Appreciate you, man, tapping in. But that's like some of my takeaways, man. Oh yeah, who I was talking about? John Giles. This receiver shows good promise in the return game, man, but this guy can't hold on to a football to save his life.
Yeah, I don't understand. No, that was Asante that fumbled the kickoff. John Giles is the taller one, and he's the one that make a play. Yeah, he lost the fumble too after making a big play. He's so up and down, but I do believe John Giles makes the practice squad. Now Asante, I don't know. There's 16 spots on the practice squad, so they may keep him as well. But you can't fumble the ball on the opening kickoff, bro. It's like that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But that John Giles dude has talent.
And how you feel about McKenzie? I heard he has some bobbling issues too on some of these kickoffs. Gunner is the better punt returner, bro.
And Gunner and McKenzie are hurt right now.
Yeah.
They said McKenzie went to the X-ray room after the game.
Yeah, we're gonna have I feel like we might have some more issues there back at the kick return, man. These guys keep dropping, keep getting hurt, man. But let's see. What else we got here?
One coach back there. What you got? What you got to eat, coach?
This ain't food.
I'm trying to look like
It's a candle. It's a candle, man.
I thought you had a nice jar of.
I thought he had some food.
I just got. Man, I've been running, man. That's from my breakfast, working out, running around.
Let's go, coach. Let's go.
Just got picked up to start breaking down film and doing stats for one of the teams that I, deal with, and that means I know the league's gonna call me and probably ask me to do a whole lot of the other teams. I'm just like, I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I'm tired.
Well, I think Allen Robinson makes it too.
But how's everybody doing? What's up to everybody in the chat? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm about ready to go in on my brother right over here. I'm about ready to go in on him. You messing with my damn son? But Miz, I'm sorry. I got raisins.
All right. That's good, Coach.
Shout out to my guy, Mac the Giants fan.
No, raisins actually do well with me. They really do well with me.
Raisins are good. Raisins are good.
Mac, the draft is tonight, brother. I'm gonna be live. So y'all make sure y'all tap in for that, man. We going live. I'm gonna go live at 7:30. This draft will be
Son
8.
of a motherfucking bitch.
And we're gonna get it in tonight, man. But yeah, man. So coach.
Yo, coach, that's what Dable said about the O-line last night. You son of a fucking bitch, man.
But coach,
all jokes aside, first of all, if you haven't seen, go look at Nick Filato. He says he put up all the whatchamacallits on Evan Neal, and from what I saw, yes, he got beat on that one speed, and then a lot of it deals with, like Pat was saying earlier, it's third kick step, losing weight. It looks it, but I mean, first off, right off the stat, man. He put butter and syrup on a couple of dudes on a couple of blocks, man. What I'm talking about is a pancake, and this was more than a pancake. The way, like, he put them face down in the ground and mashed it looks like he was mashing their heads from behind. So it's like, oh damn, he's angry. So now there is one play where they ran away for him to the left. He was going down the second level.
Real quick, coach, not to cut you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just want to clear some things up. JMS injury is not serious. They held him out of the game for precautionary reasons, and I think the same thing with Evan Neal.
Yeah, they're blowing.
Because it was a preseason game.
Yeah, so
You know, used to putting them back out there and
there's
risking them getting hurt for real.
There's no real injury concerns with either one. It was just precautionary, pretty much. So, just want to clear
good
that.
because I was at work last night and almost had a heart attack when I heard that.
Yeah, that's what.
Schmidt was
That's out for the year. What are you talking about?
Anytime anybody gets a fingernail, Giants
Yeah.
fans go crazy because they think it's some type of.
I had to ask Fat that last night when I jumped on the stream. I'm like, yo, what's up with JMS? He's like, yo, he's just a minor. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
You're not going to put a guy
You got it.
that's important to your team and rolls an ankle and put him back in a preseason game. It doesn't make sense. But go ahead, Coach.
Yo, shout out to Mac on his cruise. Enjoy your vacation, Mac. You deserve it.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, bro. Man. Hope you have fun out there, man.
Facts.
Got the. No, I saw some of his pictures on Facebook. Mac was doing his thing, man.
Yeah. Oh, we know how Mac get down, bro. We hung out with Mac. That's my guy, man. That's my dog.
So, that one play I was talking about, though, he did come up. It looked like he was favoring his ankle. This was way before his final play where he got injured. So I don't know if it was just something that was started then. So, there's a lot of what you're saying that is true. Honestly, start him at the swing tackle, continue to develop him, and go from there. I'm on board with that. Do I think he needs to lose the weight? If he's not going to lose the weight, I'm trying not to go that way, but I'm kind of starting to think maybe then he's going to have to move inside, because if he can't, because he has a thicker lower base. That's really where the weight issue is that I'm talking about. And I know it's hard. I'm like that myself. What's up, Ghost? I'm like that myself. It's hard to lose weight when you're thicker in a lower base, but that's where you got to try and focus to try and lose that weight because, he can't handle consistent quick speed, off the edge, and that's the thing. But there was one where he got his hands on the defender and he stalled him. And that's why I keep saying when he gets his hands on him,
it's over.
It's over with. So, it's just really more about the speed. And when he gets speed off of him, then he loses proper technique and he's reaching, which was kind of what happened on that speed rush. So,
but the crazy part about it is, Coach, all he has to do was keep going because he's there. It's like when he gets to the point of action of impact, he turns his body. Like, no, keep kick step. You're there. It might be a little bit slower because, yes, you do have a thicker lower base. That's where losing the weight will help him because he'd be just that tick faster to where when he's getting to his kick step, that third kick step, he does not keep going. He just stops and turns and leans. And that's what gets him every time. And I don't know how does that not been coached out of him yet, because if he literally does his tackle thing, he's there on the faster dudes because his arms are longer, so he's able to get more of a punch before that dude could get into his rib. And so on that third kick step, stop leaning and turning, just kick step. Like, I don't understand. It's weird to me, bro. That's why I haven't given up on him, because I know if he gets there, it's like talking to Wells, bro. Shout out to Wells. It's like, I'm telling you, when you tell Wells he can do the UFC thing great, it's like, dude, I know what I'm talking about. I see you do it. Just do it.
Pause.
What's going on, Lou?
Salute, bro.
But yeah, when you look at Evan Neal, he's right there. He just he gets nervous. I don't know what's it about. And unfortunately, I'm not an O-line coach, so I couldn't tell you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Okay, and I hope this resonates with everyone. It's like with you when you start walking, you start with your right foot, and every time you walk, you start with your right foot. You've been doing it for the longest while, and now all of a sudden you got somebody else trying to teach you. No, you start with your left foot. You're used to, and it's what's been coaching you. Now we're expecting Evan Neal, who hasn't had the true training camp, He didn't have OTAs, he didn't have minicamp, and now we're expecting him to get rid of bad coaching, because remember, some of it was through bad coaching with Bobby Johnson, and now we're expecting him in this short time frame of training camp to automatically stop bad habits. It's not going to happen overnight. Pat said it. You got to give it time.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it, but that's the truth. And that's why I just said, it's like if you start walking with your right foot, and now all of a sudden somebody's trying to teach you when you start walking with your left foot. That is hard to do. That really is. So, you don't want to accept it. That's on you. But that's a fact. And that's why I put that to even just you. Whether your life, your job, you're on your job and you're trained one way to do something, and somebody else comes in and starts trying to train you to do the job a different way. It's gonna take you time. You're gonna make mistakes. So and sorry, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget, this is his job.
That's
ahead,
true.
y'all got
That's true. That's true.
Have
But
him at his job. He ain't done a good job at it yet, so it ain't his job. No, I'm just
But welcome Lou, big bro Lou, man, to the program, man. Excellent fight call last night, man. You guys do a great job.
Who won the fight anyway?
Mayweather.
We know who won the fight.
No, I don't. Honestly, because I looked and I haven't seen any information on it.
Because it wasn't even
not worth
Yeah,
any
it wasn't
information.
even-
He didn't even have a reason to be in the damn ring with the dude.
No, okay.
That shit was levels to the shit. What? One was here and the other one was way down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a good fight. I believe it was a little bit of a shit show, publicity stunt, if you want to
Yes,
say.
I'll tell you what it was. Floyd lost a lot of money in Dubai. Couldn't leave until he paid that shit back. Came back and needed some bread. It was like, yeah, all right, yeah. Let's get it done.
Floyd Mayweather not losing money and not having money, that's hard for me to accept. I'm sorry.
He's got a gambling problem, bro. Even Mike Tyson told 50 when they was cool, he was like, yo, look out for him. He's going to end up like me. He's making all the wrong moves. They wouldn't let him leave Dubai. Them Middle Easterners don't play about that.
Don't play.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, you going to give me mine, cuz. Or we
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's not funny. That's the truth. Everybody, you might want to laugh. That's the truth, man.
It is, man. I'm just laughing at Lou, man. But Miz, man, you ain't said much, man. Let me get your thoughts, man, on your man Evan Neal, my bad.
I know.
Happy Meal.
I still stand on it, man. I still think you could develop him. You
Mm-hmm.
could see him somewhere in the mid-season. He could have a real good second half of the year and emerge. I really do. Well, I was thinking, like,
Shit.
yeah, that's on Evan
sorry.
Neal, man. I'm just gonna wait and see, man. I'm not giving up on the guy. I see he's putting in work. We'll see what happens. O lineman goes down during the year. Come on, we all know we're gonna lose some O linemen as the season goes on. So you're gonna need Evan Neal somewhere this year. I'm telling you.
That's true, and I think you will need him at some point, Miz. I just hope it ain't at right tackle.
We'll see what happens.
Prayers to the Ravens offensive line coach. Said he passed away. I just got the notification off a Bleacher Report.
The Ravens?
The Ravens offensive line coach. It's on Bleacher Report now, NFL News.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
He was down good at his job.
That's like what happened to the Jets offensive coach last year, right? Right around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But
I didn't know the Cowboys practice facility was right across from one of the best O-line academies in the nation.
Yeah.
Which O-line academy?
I have to look it up, but somebody said the Cowboys are right across the street from them. I said, no wonder everybody they draft is off the chain.
Draft him and say, go across the street,
right,
get right, and come on back when you right, and we're gonna put you in the lineup. That's how they get it done.
They don't even go to the facility first. They
Nah,
send them right to the
nah.
academy. Go over there. We got your bunk bed ready. Go learn. You'll be ready for training camp. All right, coach.
Fact, man.
Breeding lineman over there.
What? What the hell is?
Listen, man, I'm not on no drugs. You know,
Yeah.
Giants can't afford to just throw away linemen if you've taken a look at us for the last decade, okay? So I'm not trying to throw it. Now, I will trade Aziz for a corner if we can come up with some type of package.
That's a discussion that I want to have. Because we need a corner badly. And
a corner.
All right, we need 2 corners. He's right.
No, you need a plethora. You need a plethora of corners.
We need a few of them. We got like
I'll be honest with you.
two
If
solid
we
ones
had,
that I'm comfortable with.
if we had a veteran corner that commanded respect, we would be okay.
Was it what you call who writes for the Daily News?
Pat Leonard.
Yeah, he was talking about is it Patrick Peterson? He said he may not be what he once was, but he said, you know, as a veteran,
Peterson be getting cooked.
He be getting cooked too.
And
Look,
then all the stuff that he was talking about, DJ, they're not gonna bring him over here.
No, I forgot about that.
Keep it flat.
All I know is he was talking. He just said, as a veteran leader, that's somebody who could command respect in the locker room. But yeah, you made a good point,
Coach. You don't get no respect out there on the field. They go right at him. Look at the Steelers cook. Look at the Vikings.
Live in Texas.
Man,
Peters. Is that it? Peters.
Marcus Peters. Yeah, I mean he's still decent. He takes chances, but he's still decent.
Smokes for seats. Go,
man. Hey, look, Aziz. I wouldn't trade Aziz unless you had a good trade for him. Unless you can bring something back for him that gets some
PS2,
pretty good.
I'm with it. You can bring Sertan in here. Z, see you later, buddy.
I mean, you got to give up a whole lot more than Aziz to get PS2.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to give up any trade you make. It ain't just going to be for Aziz. Yeah, you got to add picks in.
Yeah, Aziz a first and probably a 5th or a 3rd for PS2. But I don't think he's on the market anymore. I think the Broncos and him are going to come to probably the richest cornerback contract in NFL history here soon. So you can see if you can finesse the Panthers for J.C. Horn.
Yeah, but
you know they might do.
We gotta give up J.C. Horn. I'm not giving up a 1.
No, you're not giving up a 1 for J.C. Horn.
You're giving up Aziz.
I'll tell you what you don't got to give up. You don't got to give up nothing to subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. You ain't got to put in the email information. You ain't got to create an account. You ain't got to send no bread. All you got to do is go on over to the channel and push that word that says subscribe one time. You know what I'm saying? That's how you show your love and support for all of these fine gentlemen here grinding every day, every night, doing research, watching film, doing analysis to give you the illest breakdowns and most insightful angles of any sports that you like on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Don't be a hater, be a participator. Go ahead and hit that button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified that anytime any of these great content creators put that work in. You know what I'm saying? We so nice with the wordplay, we might get your girl to give you something if she come in and hear it on the TV. We smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? We make that thing cream up. Pause. But you know what it is, man. Hit that subscribe button for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Right now, over almost 70 in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for the Sunday morning Giants conversation. Any other takeaways you got from this game, man, before we get to the roster projections, fellas? I know, Lou, you haven't really spoke on the game yet. What was your thoughts on last night?
Bonkers. Listen, the reports I've seen from last night to now is crazy. You know, you would think that we was the little Giants playing the NFL team with the girl quarterback out there or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, it wasn't about winning the game.
Thank you.
That's what people fail to realize. It was not about winning the game. It was about what do we have on this team? Who can be an asset to this team moving forward? Who can we keep and build upon and work on? And who is too much work that we can't afford that we're going to have to let them go so somebody else can pick up that problem and work on it because we don't got the time for it, right? That's what that was, an evaluation of who we can keep, who we can work with and build on, and who we can't. And when you look at it like that, then you see the game for what it was. Okay, we're evaluating who we're keeping on this team. You saw them putting different guys in it, wide receiver, tight end, everything. They wanted to see who's going to be on this team moving forward. It wasn't about winning or pointless freaking preseason game. But these fair weather fans, oh my God, the Giants stink. Put your hand right here and bite your ear, because that's the type of mentality you show when you come on the internet giving these crazy takes.
Hit that like button. Bust up on your white shoes with a mud foot.
Yo, that's old school. That's old school. Those shell toes. Then you had to have the toothbrush. Yeah, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah, Willie looks solid, man. I think at worst he's definitely gonna be in the practice squad. He might sneak onto the roster though. That if they do decide to move on from Aziz, you're gonna need him and Tamon Fox. You're gonna need both of them on this roster, man. But
WNBA.
Speaking of the roster, man, let's get into this 53-man roster projections. And the way I'm gonna do this is we just gonna go position by position and just give our thoughts here, and we can either add or take somebody off from my original 53-man prediction. So what I did here, I just saved when we did it last time, and then so we'll be able to add or put people in depending on how we feel. So it's gonna look a whole lot different than it looked last time. So because I did this at the first live we did before training camp. We did these 53-man projections. People have been hurt, underperformed, so on and so forth. So it's going to look a lot different. So you guys help me out.
Hey, NYG.
What up?
Your shorty's on CBS now playing. Just so in case.
Okay, I'll be flipping over there in a minute. But
he knew I had to say the name.
So I'm telling you, she's gonna be somebody to watch for in the WNBA. It's just not just her look, but her, basketball.
Yeah, no, her game.
She gonna be a beast.
Yeah. We know you ain't watching how she dribbles the rock, sir.
I am watching how she dribbles the rock.
He watching that heavy lower base move while she's dribbling the rock.
So the QB, Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, Tommy DeVito. That's what I had going in. You think it any way they cut Tommy DeVito, fellas?
Yep.
That's really our only question.
Bye, Tommy.
They may do so if they find that they can just go into the season with Drew Lock and Daniel Jones. They will cut them. Say if they want to do an extra receiver and it comes down to Tommy DeVito or that extra receiver, I do believe they choose that extra receiver because he had a full chance to show something in that final preseason game. And I know the offensive line was trash, so it just depends. But somebody like Cloyd might have took his spot. Because Cloyd was in there balling, man. After that first initial drive, Cloyd was in there making tackles, guarding people, and clapping, controlling the defense. Cloyd was trying to get Cloyd. Right. Like, who the hell is Cloyd? And he's an undrafted free agent.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Watch the chat for me, Coach.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
All right.
Yeah, they could cut him, bro. DeVito sucks, bro. Stop it. Let's move on from this whole. Let's move on from this whole Italian, Jersey, New York cartoon show, please. I want to be a real football team, man. For real, it's time to move on from him.
He's a fan favorite, Miz. He's better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he's a fan. That's the problem, man. Don't let me get started right now, man. I take over the show, man. Listen, man. Don't with this, like he's a fan favorite. Yo, it's because this is what happens with bad teams over times, man. We cling on to this nonsense, this drama like we did last year for 4 weeks. With this shit and AO and all that stupid stuff, man. It's not a football team no more. We get laughed at with this stuff. I'm gonna be real, man. We gotta get back to real football. That's all. I'll keep it short.
All right, man. Tell him why you mad, man. Tell him why you mad.
Oh man, I'm mad because I want to get back to being the Giants, man, and it's been a long time. I want to be the football Giants, bro. I want to be the team that when you come to the Meadowlands, you ain't happy to be here because you're gonna get your ass smashed in. That's it. I want to get back to that. I don't care about DeVito and this and that. Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback. If you don't like it, too bad. You're gonna sit there and watch it anyway. How about that? So, Julian Locke is the backup, so Locke is gonna be the backup. That's all.
What's gonna happen to him, Miz?
What's up?
What's gonna happen to him when they come to Giant Stadium?
Oh, pause, but you get your ass smashed. That's what used to happen, man. That's the way it used to be, bro. Like when the Vikings came in favorite by 10 in the NFC Championship and lost 41 goose egg, like that, bro. So when we get back to that, man, we won't be talking about pizza, DeVito, and all this other stuff that don't matter.
And for all you younger who need some interpretation, ass smashed in means your cheeks got claps, okay?
Yeah. All right, Coach, break it down. We break it down with a pause. But we gonna break it down. We break it down through the pause.
Exactly.
Through the pause.
Well, you know what I mean, man. All this side drama stuff. This is what comes with bad teams. I want to get back to playing football, man. I really do.
Miz, you're right. You're so right about that. So.
All right, let's get on to.
I went to the game last year with Alex. I happened to be in New York for 5 days. He took me to the Green Bay game Monday night. It happened to be the best game of the year. I got lucky. Everybody's walking around. Hey, man. I go, you know how stupid we look, bro? The whole country's watching us.
So, because Miz made such a good argument for cutting DeVito, we're going to go ahead and leave him off of the 50.
Unless I don't know how it works if you put him on the practice squad. I don't know how that works. I don't know if he could counter that because he's not going to be happy to be on the practice squad, right? So,
Pat, there's your question.
Hey, he won't be happy to be on the practice squad, but it's better to being cut and not having no check.
Don't answer that question yet because we're going to get into the running backs right after this. So we're just doing our 53-man projections. So y'all help me with the math. That's 2 quarterbacks we keeping.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I agree, Miz, right? But if he ends up on the bench, on the couch at home, if he was to get completely cut, he'd be wishing he'd at least made the practice squad. Because at least on the practice squad, you got more of a shot of getting called up if somebody gets hurt. If you're on the couch, you're less likely to get called up because now we got to get you back into shape.
I agree with you, but there is going to be some team out there that will pick him up.
Yeah. I don't know. There's people
injuries happen throughout the year.
He might get through waivers.
Injuries happen. I'm not saying someone gets an injury during the year, they're going to pick him up as a starter, but they're going to bump their backup to starter, and then they're going to bring him on as the backup. That's what's going to happen.
Possible. But if he wants to make a roster, it's not going to help him to get cut, like Lou said, and go to somebody else's practice squad when you're already entrenched here and you know the plays and you know the coaching and all that stuff. So it wouldn't make much sense for him to go be on somebody else's practice squad, just from a career standpoint.
I'm going to be real with you right now. I got much bigger concerns about this team 2 weeks from the season than DeVito. I really do.
Okay. We'll move on. Now, this was my initial projection. We only had 3 running backs, but now we got a extra room for a quarterback. So, because we cut DeVito, CFL DeVito. That's what you said, Coach, right? You was thinking that?
I think DeVito will get another job if he's cut from here.
I will say this: if the Giants are going to pick up a third quarterback, hey, it could be Adrian Martinez.
Think the Jets cut him?
Let me ask a question. You got banned yesterday, and then you come back this morning and start with NYG as well?
Who are you talking about?
Who is that?
Nothing. I don't even want to give the nigga no life. I was just reading the chat, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, some people just fucking dunce.
Oh yeah, we put him in timeout. Don't worry about it, man. But let's keep on with the show. So I had Devin Singletary, Tyrone Tracy, Eric Gray. only had 3. Do you guys think they keep 4 running backs? And if so, I'm pretty sure these 3 are making it.
Yeah, all 3 of those guys have made it. They didn't even play the last preseason game, so they've made it. The only one that was in flux was Turbo Miller, and I think he showed last night why you can't get rid of him. I think we keep 4. Even if we keep DeVito, I think we keep 4.
There's the question.
I think Eric Gray is just a special teams guy, to be honest with you.
Man, quit hating on that man, dude. That's the number 2 running back.
And you don't want him on special teams. You seen how he looked last year on specials? He was terrible. That dude's a running back, bro. That's it.
He will give us 5 fumbles on special teams this year if he's back there again. But he's the number 2 guy.
What do you think he's number 2 running back?
He's gonna do well at running back, sir.
Yeah,
that dude's the number 2
running back. Yeah, he was fumbling on the kickoffs.
Catching the kickoff and running the ball is totally 2 different things.
Right,
That's way hard.
They're passing a lot to the running backs too. All right,
and he can catch out the backfield too.
I'm not gonna argue with y'all, but watch this. If that man has about 6 fumbles this year, I'm gonna tell all of y'all I told y'all so. That motherfucker is not a running back, bro. He's not
what are we talking about?
Running back.
Eric Gray. Yeah.
You've never seen him catch out the backfield.
The leading runner and receiver in preseason for the Giants is Eric
Yeah,
Gray.
so was David Sills. Did that make him a great wide receiver?
Okay,
no.
Lou.
But David Sills was a undrafted free agent, bro. This is
Eric Gray's a bum.
What? Okay, Lou, you said he's not a running back. Explain to me why
he's not a reliable running back. Of course, he plays running back. I can't say he's not a running back. I'm saying he's not a reliable running back. He has the fumbleitis. Now,
so you're saying cut him?
It could be coached up. Okay, fix Tiki Barber. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he completely never could be fixed. That is an issue that can be coached out of you. But if I had to choose between Miller and him, I would choose Miller.
Well, I think I'm with Pat where I think it's going to be 4 and they're all going to be on the roster.
I think they're all going to get carries. All 3 of those guys behind Singletary when he needs a breather. If we figure we can outrun you to the outside, it's going to be Turbo Miller. If we figure we need to go into the inside and get more powerful carries, it's probably going to be Tyrone Tracy. Or if we just want another guy that can do everything and just put him back there to make you pick and choose, it's going to be Eric Gray.
Look,
I've never seen him fumble the ball carrying the ball. When has he ever fumbled the ball carrying the ball?
Talking about when's he?
Only time that he fumbled is when he was back there trying to catch punts, and that's way different from carrying the ball. I've never seen him fumble once.
It comes at you topsy-turvy. You got to know how to catch kickoffs. I get that part. But is he going to have the same issue when they're throwing passes to him out of the backfield?
No.
That's different.
He's shown you that. He's shown you that he won't have that issue. You see that bad ball that DeVito gave to him? He caught it like this, going over his face mask, and still got 40 yards out the play. That dude's good, bro. He might not be what you want him to be.
He also fumbled in the last preseason game before this one.
On the kickoff.
Go mouth.
He fumbled against the Texans on a run play, not a kickoff. Go back and watch. He had a fumble. Remember, we had like 4 fumbles against Texas.
He had 1 fumble. Okay.
No, we had 4 fumbles. Well, against the Texans, that was in the second half. He didn't even play in that game.
Eric Gray didn't fumble in the Texans game.
Yes,
okay, even if he did, it's 1 fumble. Okay, it's important. I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is, to Pat's point, he doesn't have a history of consistent fumble. But I just want to say to Goldmouth, you may think he's slow, and the next thing you know, he's breaking away from guys, and he's already proven that in that first game. So he also wanted
and shiftiness and fast movement. Yeah.
Don't forget, he will make a defender miss when that defender has him lined up right there in the running lane, and he's made plenty of guys grab air.
Now that I agree with you 100%.
So he may not, as you say, break tackles, but he's breaking ankles, which is a lot more effective, in that situation. And he's always
trash. I'm just saying I'm concerned about his fumbling. That's it.
That's fine. I get where you're going. And here's one other thing too with him. He falls forward. He's not a running back who, when you defenders hit him, he doesn't fall backwards. He falls forward. You need that in running backs, no matter what.
Short yardage runs, hell yeah.
And he's not a running back who's going to sit back there dancing around looking for a hole. He's going to take one step and he's going to hit the alley and he's going to go and he's going to get whatever he can get.
I think
So,
all four of those guys are like that.
yes.
That's why I
Yes.
think our running game will be a little bit better this year without Saquon Barkley. Not because they're better than Barkley, it's because we have a bunch of one-cut running backs. And so if we're opening holes, they're going to get the 5 to 6 yards per carry. You're not going to get the special plays that you got from Saquon Barkley breaking off 60, 70 yards. But, hell, Barkley barely got those. He got those every once in a while because he was trying to dance around and find that. So I'd rather have a team where I could get 20 carries to 140 yards, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere through there if we're punishing you. Now, do I believe we're going to average over 100 yards a game rushing? No. I think probably around 85 to 90 towards the bottom of the league. But I just think that if the offensive line opens up those holes, they'll get yardage.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad. They're just not great.
So I agree with you guys. I'm gonna put Dante Miller on the roster, so that gives us 2 quarterbacks and 4 running backs. So, all right, let's get to the tight end spot here. So my initial was Daniel Bellinger, Manhurts, Theo Johnson, Lawrence Cager. They have bought in what's this guy's name? Jacob Johnson. You still have Stoll. How you think this room ends up shaking out?
Bellinger, Theo Johnson, Manhurts. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit worried about the tight ends this year. Theo Johnson needs time to develop, man. You can't throw Theo Johnson out there in the beginning of the season. Just based on what I've seen in the preseason, he has a lot to learn about route concepts. He has a lot to learn about positioning as a tight end. He does fairly well when it comes to blocking, better than I thought. And now that I see Daniel Bellinger, his blocking is worse than I thought. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of cancels each other out. You know what Manhurts is going to do. I just think Theo Johnson's just going to need the time to develop, man.
I'm going to add a caveat to that if you don't mind. I agree with you on what you just said. I don't dispute any point. But I believe we had Bellinger as our main blocking tight end. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year and be our leading receiving tight end. Until
that won't surprise me at all.
Not because he's better than Theo, but because he has more familiarity with the offense and the team. Once Theo catches up and the game slows down for him, Bellinger probably won't step back out on the field. But until Theo gets it, Bellinger is going to be that security blanket,
right
that what's it called? Check down.
Yeah.
I think Jacob, what's his name? Jacob Johnson. I think he's going to make it because he also gives a level of physicality in the blocking game, and he's very good at it. So, and I've watched how he came in literally 1 week, and he's literally almost starting, and he's out there giving it his all, and he doesn't even know the system completely. So, I do think he's going to make the roster.
Okay. So the question is Cager. Really, that's the question we have here because we know Brian Dable loves Lawrence Cager. You know, he envisions using Lawrence Cager as a poor man's Darren Waller. I think that's what they were trying to develop him into. You know, one of those type of tight ends. Of course, he's not going to give you much of anything at all blocking wise, which is why you need Manhurts, Jacob Johnson, Theo Bellinger, cats like that can block a little bit because Cager is not going to give you any of that blocking.
I forgot about Manhurts.
Cager has been hurt though. I think the Giants are going to do some trickery here with this roster and probably put Cager on a PUP or something like that.
Sure.
And then you could probably put that Jacob Johnson guy in his spot for now. So That's kind of how I see it.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you guys disagree, let me know here. But I don't think they just gonna cut Kasia. I don't. I think they really like the kid.
Makes sense. With Cage just starting on what, the pup or injury reserve, one of the two.
Yeah, they'll put him on one of the two, depending on how they feel. If he could come back this season, they put him on a PUP, and that'll give you. What does that give you, Coach?
I think it's one of them gives you 6 weeks. I forget which one gives you 6 weeks, and the other one gives you 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So,
if I'm not mistaken,
that's how I see it showing out. So we're gonna add Mr. Jacob Johnson here. And then we're gonna move on to the fun stuff, the O-line.
Ooh, what a shot. What a shot.
Gonna be looking forward to. So that's what we got here for the tight end position. 4 tight ends. No, up next is wide receivers. So I already know this is gonna be wrong because Gunner's hurt. So that's the issue here. This was my original projection, which the first 4 are solid. The last 2, I don't think that's gonna happen. Hodgins does not look good. It doesn't look like they even really want to use him. Olszewski's hurt. And then you got guys like Allen Robinson, who I think they like, and Isaiah McKenzie, who they probably need if Olszewski's going to be hurt. So,
Christ, why does this little boy think that Madden was just invented or something? Like, I've been playing Madden for almost 30 years, little boy. You're not going to get a pass, a touchdown, a run play on me. Go in there and practice for 15 years before you try to challenge me, little boy.
Some Madden, some Madden battling on. I play Madden too.
Yeah, but my 9-year-old son thinks he stand a chance against me in Madden.
Where are we at?
And can't beat me in Madden.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
But anyway, man,
I'll put my fingers through that. This ain't even worth it.
What's you guys' thoughts on the go ahead, catch the chat up, Coach. But what's you guys' thought on the wide receiver room here?
For me, Olszewski's probably going to start on injury reserve since he's hurt. So that's going to be McKenzie. And the question is Hodgins and Allen Robinson. And I got Allen Robinson making it for me.
Me too, Coach. I'm with you on that one. Hodgins looked bad out there last night too.
Yeah, he didn't look good, and again, the Giants do have some depth there. I'm sure they'll probably,
he's very
put
slow.
who they can get on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm,
Maybe Hodgins may get picked up because he's got NFL experience, but I think Allen Robinson is the better player. You know what I mean? He's the vet. And you need that veteran leadership. I know you got Slayton, but you need a vet. Allen Robinson's he's got a little cash. He's been to a Pro Bowl. He's done some things in his career, over 1,000-yard receivers.
Not a story for Luke.
I kind of see it like Coach sees it right there. But what you got for us, Miz?
I got a little Madden story for Luke.
A what?
A Madden story.
A Mara?
Madden.
Okay.
We used to play Madden. We used to line up 3 TVs on a Friday night, way back in the days. We would play.
Tournaments.
We'd have tournaments. We'd put up about $5 or $10 each, whatever. It's a 2-game elimination. We try to go all night on a Friday night. A night, bad weather, winter, we stayed home. We went to it, but we had like about 15 of us sometimes. One day, everyone knew that I had the best D, and I used to use the Giants, so I would run Jacobs and murder the clock. I got the opening kickoff for the game. We go 5-minute quarters. I ran one drive for the full 10 minutes, scored a touchdown, second left in the half. All right, this guy was real angry. He was an outsider. He wasn't part of our group. So he got the ball second half. He fumbled on the first play, and then he tried to quit, and I got up, and we started swinging at each other. I almost fucked him up. There was a brawl in the basement. You don't fumble to me and then quit because I ran the 10-minute drive in the first half. I told him I was going to take that ball. I was going to do tick-tock. I used to do that with the controller, piss people off. You know what I mean? I was a clock killer. That was a great night. We had a brawl, 15 of us.
He said that was a great night. That's the kind of
great night,
trenches with you. A motherfucker that remembers a brawl as a great night. That is the motherfucker you want in the trenches with you.
No, boy. You ain't quitting shit. We got into a full-blown fist fight. Chairs were flying and everything.
But
No, you would have.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you, Coach, on the Allen Robinson, you know, being that last spot there. So
I think we're all in agreement on that one.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Now the question I had to you guys is, do you is E in the chat? I'll send them.
Yeah.
All right.
Time. Yes, he is.
The question I have. The question I have for you guys is there any way they keep 7 receivers?
Maybe.
I mean, there is a possibility, but it's still always a numbers game. So where are you going to cut from? Is it going to be the offensive line?
Well, we just cut a quarterback.
But you also picked up, remember, you picked up that quarterback with the running back because you said 3. And so there's your, I'm looking at numbers there. Mm-hmm. So that's where you pick up. So the question is, it's going to come from either the offensive line, how many you keep in there, or it's going to be the defensive side of the ball. And where on defense are you going to cut from, which more than likely is going to be the defensive line interior, based on, you know, my assumption. So if you're going to keep 7 wide receivers,
no, we're not.
Right now,
Stinney is gone, which I believe Stinney's slightly better than McKeithen, so it would be McKeithen out of here.
Oh, yeah,
well,
McKeithen's not.
Well, I don't think McKeithen's staying in the first place. As much as I used to love him, now he's not making it. So, but still, the question is: so right now, if you're going to go with 6, keep 7 in your mind. So this way, when you go to the offensive line of your defense, then you say, do you cut here to give back to that wide receiver? What wide receiver you're talking about, and how much value is that wide receiver bringing to the roster?
Well, a lot of people have, and I'll be watching some of these projections too. A lot of people have Miles Boykins in their 53-man projection.
Over what wide receiver if we're talking about? Because right now, what's the wide receiver?
It would be Allen Robinson and Hodges.
Okay, so now so right now if we have Robinson, so it's Hodgins right now. So right now we're saying Hodgins. When we get to the offensive line, once you get your base core foundation, whatever 6, 7. Then you start weighing it versus that, and then also the defensive line. So, so that's where it is.
All right.
So do you think Schlottman is even in the running to make it on his team, or he's completely gone?
Well, he didn't get to the offensive line yet, so let's finish with the wide receiver.
I think Marcus McKeithen was just cut.
Marcus McKeithen, is that who it was? Okay.
Oh, they're starting cuts.
They're up here.
Somebody just got cut. Yeah. So.
Clayton Isabel, Trey Kaiser, Joshua Kelly, running back.
So Kelly, there's that one. That's where Miller somebody made a point of that. Ooh, what a move!
All right, let's get to the O-line. This is going to change a whole lot. So, Thomas, Runyon Jr., John Michael Smith, Jermaine Illumino, Evan Neal, Stinney. I think those are solid.
So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 11.
So Jordan Renan wrote
Keith not supposed to be on there.
Lions made 10 cuts. The most notable is Marcus McKeithen.
Yeah, so he's cut.
Damn, I'm good. What?
So we'll take him off. So that's what we got.
Okay, so wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you got 9. So the question right now, based on this, if it's me, I'm thinking about Schlottman and Matt Nelson versus Hodgins right now. And right now, because I'll be honest with you, you will probably say, you don't have whatchamacallit on there.
Oh, Van Roten, yeah.
Van
'Cause
Roten.
he wasn't on the roster when I did this. I did this at the beginning of the training.
Oh, okay.
Hey, well, just to let you know, you on the offensive line. We just made some cuts.
McKeithen's gone. We know that.
Yeah, we just cut him on the screen as he was getting cut. I cut him off the off the list. You see that little comment there? He was right there. Yeah. Now he's gone.
So again, now you gotta put Van Roten on there. So go ahead, let's update this real quick before we discuss any further.
Greg Van Roten.
E, what's up? Did you send E the link?
Yeah, E, the link is on your Twitter, E.
Okay, because if you didn't, I was going to send it to him.
He's just leaving church, so he's on his way to the crib.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, we got Van Roten in there.
And one.
Yeah, son. But
all right, Angel, that's the way to do it, baby.
Schlotman, Matt Nelson, Azulu, Van Roten, Stinny, Epinel, Luminor, Smits.
So getting back to that receiver situation right now. Are we keeping Hodgins over Schlotman or Matt Nelson? Because based on
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9.
You got 9.
Hodgins got to go.
Okay.
Hodgins we already cut, but the question is, do we add him and drop a lineman?
No, hell no. I'd rather keep 4 weeks.
We're because here Schlotman is a backup center. Technically, who's going to be the number 2 though? Is it going to be Van Roten or is it going to be Schlotman? Personally speaking, you can kill me for it. And I forgot who said it also. I'm keeping Van Roten as my backup center because if something goes wrong, I'm moving Stinny up to the starting.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like,
you can't have. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. That's why I say Schlotman can go, and I can bring on Hodgins.
I'm with you 100% on that. I don't like Schlotman, and Rotten can play center or guard. So,
but the thing is, you just keep Van Schlotman as a third center, in a sense, because. But and see, this is where
him just playing center only hurts him.
I get rid of Schlotman and keep Kubas.
Well, here's the thing, Pat, because we're also weighing the wide receivers because right now we have Hodgins basically
wide
off.
Receiver room, so yeah.
So,
just to reference.
And then Osensi starts on injuries.
You got 6. I got Isaiah McKenzie not making this team.
Well, we got McKenzie because so who's going to be the return? Because Oshefsky is on injuries. We have him technically on injury reserve.
That's why I think that
McKenzie will be our return guy.
Is that guy?
Yeah, Miles Boykin and
that's what he comes into.
So if McKenzie is hurt, I didn't know McKenzie was hurt. So that could change that room there too.
What's his injury? Do you know, Pat?
Miles Boykin.
They said his foot was swollen tremendously. There's no break or anything because he got an X-ray.
You got to get an MRI next.
Yeah, MRI.
Ligaments. Yep.
So then
Bryce Ford Wheaton hasn't been cut yet, so it looks like he'll be a practice squad guy.
So the question is then if McKenzie is off, because now we're back to the wide receiver because then it's still about Hodgins, and now we got to find a return guy. And Hodgins, if he's that 7th wide receiver, battling just an offensive lineman, because remember I said it's about value to the team now. So are you keeping 6 wide receivers? Are you keeping 7? Are you keeping 9 offensive linemen? Are you keeping 8?
Do they go get somebody off waivers because we don't have really a slot receiver behind Wan'Dale Robinson now?
What about Miller? Miller can't return balls?
Yeah, he can.
Do we still got that petite guy we picked up from the Niners 2 years ago?
Richie James?
Richie
Man,
James is gone.
No. Petit, whatever his name was.
Dante
Pettis.
No, he's gone. He's been gone.
He's been gone, yeah.
All right. I don't know everything.
We still got that petite guy.
That's why I was like, what petite guy is he talking about?
Well, because he was a special teams guy, right? He was an all.
Yeah, he's been gone for 3 years. He done played for 3 different teams since then.
I immediately, man, when you get to my age, 3 years looks like 1.
I immediately thought of a very, very skinny guy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
Yeah. But to your point, Coach, I think the way this is gonna go down is They're gonna have to add another receiver to this room with the injury to Pettis, and I think
Hey,
Go ahead.
listen, we still got receivers to choose from. We still got Giles. We still got Wheaton.
I
We
ain't putting
still
Giles
got
on his
Wickens.
roster.
We
All
still
for
got,
Wheaton.
huh?
I wouldn't put neither one of them on his roster. To be
I'm
honest.
not saying that I would. I'm saying there's still guys in the pool here in the building
mix. Yeah.
that they would probably look to before they look somewhere else because
Outside,
they've
yeah.
already spent some time in the system trying to get these guys up. They know what their strengths and weaknesses are, as opposed to bringing somebody in here and working them out and trying to go through that evaluation again.
So getting back to the receiver, if McKenzie's off, you might as well take him off now. That gives, I mean,
Giles just got cut.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna make it. He looked terrible, bro. He can't be fumbling around.
He fumbled the ball too.
Okay, so
bunch.
Hodgins is probably looking like he's going to make it for the time being, and we just got to find
So we'll put Hodgins on there.
and take. I guess you got to take McKenzie off temporarily until we know.
I will put Bryce Ford Wheaton in there over Hodgins, bro. Hodgins was part of the slowest wide receiver core in the NFL when we went to the.
I would too, Lou. I agree with you.
Yeah, but Pat always makes a point. He's a red zone killer.
Bryce Ford Wheaton, to me, he giving me preseason Hulk Hogan vibes. Like he's like the Ramses Bardens, the David Sills,
he's not even making plays in the preseason, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's not doing a lot at all out there. There's just a lot of empty hype behind that dude. But
if you go back and watch his college game, he played, but he was undrafted last year. He didn't get no run.
But what hurt him, Lou, is getting
big
hurt.
Body.
What hurt him is getting hurt, and now he's behind a lot of these guys. Yeah. Okay. So back to
this. He could be a red zone threat. He's big.
Yeah, he could. They'll put him on a practice squad and continue to develop him. I mean, he's still young.
Hopefully, Lou, if we get in the red zone once in a while, maybe we could have a threat.
Once in a while. Yeah.
Mac Custom says we sent McKeithen to the gulag. Tell him again, Mac.
Yeah, he has to go. But that's where we at with the O-line.
Wheaton got size. Wheaton got size.
The question is, are you keeping Schoen as just a backup center? That's really what we talk about here.
You have to, because Schmitz is hurt right now.
And are we cutting this Nelson guy? Like, who's the I guess you're gonna make a Zulu your swing tackle.
JJ.
So do you cut Nelson? Did Nelson play yesterday?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, you cut Slotman and you keep Kubas. Because Kubas could play center too, and he's looked good throughout camp and preseason.
Ooh, dangerous.
Okay.
She's a fucking dog.
We'll do that for right now.
Then the correct term would be bitch.
Yo, I'm sorry. Angel Reese she is battling Aja Wilson down low for the rebounds. And
his name's Jacob Kubas. Is that right? Okay. Just want to make sure I got his name right. All right. So that's what we got now, fellas.
Statement, did you, Coach?
Thomas, Runyon,
said
Smith.
She's a dog. I said that the correct term would be itch.
Kubas,
I didn't hear that. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, we know.
Tied the most doubles for a rookie.
I think we're gonna have to cut another guy. Probably gonna be Nelson or it's gonna have to be Nelson because we got 10 linemen. I don't think they keep the 10 linemen.
No, it's gonna be Nelson.
I think they keep it either 8 or 9, maybe just 8.
Yeah. So we'll cut Nelson. I think you need more than 8 just because it's all O-line's always getting hurt.
Yeah, we know 40 luck. Thanks. We that's some of what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this now. Y'all hit the like button. So we making our cuts as the Giants make their cuts. That's
how in tune we are with this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Just off topic for a second. Does anyone notice that Mara's been on the field a lot more lately?
No.
Well, his team has been in a rebuild for the last 2 years, so I would expect him to be around and see what's going on.
This
Because he gave these
season,
guys
this
the key.
camp, this preseason, he's been on the
Appreciate
field a
you,
lot.
A-Train. Appreciate the update. So he says, Kyler Barr, Breon Borders, Christian Holmes, Clayton Isabel, John Giles, we knew that. Josh Kelly knew that. Trey Kaiser, Lorenzo
Lingard, who fumbled.
He was doo-doo. Marcus McKeithen, and I see Asante here. So pretty much, only guy was really Marcus McKeithen, draft pick. So
Asante fumbled yesterday too, didn't he?
yeah.
And Lingard fumbled in the Texans game. Yeah, get both of them butterfingers out of here.
But let's get to the defense, so we can get through this.
So, what's your total? I forgot to get the total count so far. Hold on a second before we go. Let me just make notepad.
No, he's not. Stop it, bro. No, he's not.
Numbers. So we have 2 quarterbacks, 2 QBs, 4 running backs. Oops.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Tracy Gray, Miller,
4
Singletary.
running backs. How many receivers was that?
6 receivers.
6 wide receivers.
Robinson, Hyatt, Robinson, Hodgins, and 4
It's
tight
wide
ends.
receivers, dumbass. Leave it alone.
Daniel, Bellinger, Manhurst, Steele Johnson, Jacob Johnson.
And how many offensive linemen?
And we now down to 9. Thomas, Ryan, Smith, Luminor, Neal, Stinney, Kubas, Azudu, and
Oh,
Roddy.
fucking gosh, man. Stop it.
Hey guys, if you guys really mess with us like y'all say y'all do, and we believe most of y'all do, between me and Pat, we got 6,000 subscribers. Now we've been telling you guys to go to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network for about a week now. Telling you guys to go subscribe over there. It's absolutely free. It costs you less than a minute of your time. And we only got 100 subs. Out of 6,000 potential subs, we only got 100 subs. Go hit that damn subscribe button, man. We're trying to build something for y'all. We ain't charging y'all no money. Go hit that subscribe button, man. Don't be a ninja. Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat. Somebody gonna put it up there. If it ain't, click that link and hit that subscribe button, that bell notification.
So this automatic. Do you have special teams on your list right now? Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm putting 3 automatically. So right now with special teams, that's a 24 number out of 53. Okay. So we have numbers to play with depending on what you do on defense.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's get to the defense.
I'm sorry, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yo, damn. It's cold, but that's funny.
Man. Appreciate you, Jay, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for your support, man. For supporting.
I still laugh.
And not only me, man, but the whole network. The whole Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. This is dope, man. I'm glad we finally did this, man, and things are going well. So we're gonna keep the train moving. Let's get it.
Yeah.
D-line, man. Defensive line, man. I know this is your thing, Pat. So talk to me about the D-line, man. You got Dex, got Nunez, Roches, Jordan Phillips, DJ Davidson, and Jordan Riley. Of course, Jordan Phillips is traded, so we're going to go ahead and
take him out.
Go ahead and remove him.
Chattman is going to make it.
Yeah, you got to put Chattman in there.
We'll put Elijah Chattman in there real quick. And
nacho cheese.
Nacho Libre.
Arriba. Ándale.
All right. So that's
pick up 18.
All right. So that's how I got it now. Dex, Roches, DJ Davidson, Jordan Riley, Elijah Chattman. Pat, you fine with that list? Anybody you adding or taking off? Pause.
Nice.
Probably gonna have to add Rogers.
KC Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
So you think they're going with 6?
Two undrafted UDFAs though.
I think Rogers makes it, bro. It's just something about that kid.
We had 2 undrafteds with Rich Seibert and O'Hara.
I
The
wouldn't
offensive line.
when O'Hara came here. I wouldn't count him because of his time in Cleveland. So technically, you're right, though. Yes, you're right. But
Now,
he
if
was
you're
a vet
putting
at that
60
time.
linemen, to your point, Coach, are you only going with
120.
5 linebackers?
Remember, I said with special teams we're at 24, so you can see. So it's a matter of right now. If it's 6 with 24, that's 30 in your numbers, and you just on your with your linebackers and your corner and your defensive backs. If I said 30, that's 24. That's 4. No, wait a minute. Am I counting right? 2, 4, 6. 6 more is 12. 9 is 21. Plus 3 is 24. So if you add 6, that's 30, and that still leaves us 23 to get on with the linebackers and the defensive backs. So, oh wait a minute, no, it's 24, 6. Yeah, that's 30. So right now we can see. Now we got to come back and revisit, and we could do that.
I would have Casey Rogers on the practice squad right now. Just because I think you with this defensive line right now, the way it is, I think you can possibly have some of those edge guys drop down to D line if necessary, like a Boogie Basham.
You want to hear something funny?
I forgot it.
I think you got to keep Boogie Basham on his roster too.
I forgot about the defensive ends too. Yeah.
So you got to keep Boogie Basham on his roster too.
Sad to say, but yeah.
That's crazy because I gotta give credit where credit is due. It looked like he got a speed boost or something this offseason.
So
playing, man.
So that gives you maybe an extra interior defensive lineman. So is it still 6? Is it 5? I mean,
you might have to cut out Casey Rogers because if you like DJ Davidson, since he was a draft pick, politics do come into play.
DJ Davidson gets hurt.
So we got 5 interior
coming off the practice squad.
So we got 5 interior defensive linemen.
No, I'm saying DJ Davidson gets hurt. He's been hurt since he's been here multiple times.
Yeah, he was hurt this camp, but I think he played well enough in that second preseason game when they didn't even play him the last preseason game.
Yeah, he's not a bad player.
Iman.
No, he's not. I was hyped when we got DJ Davidson. I'm just saying, is he going to be healthy enough to where we can afford to lose a Rodgers? Because you put him on the practice squad, somebody's going to grab Rodgers.
Let me say,
coaches. Go ahead, Pat.
I'm just saying. Let me say this about Rodgers. I just like his play style. Pause. Like Rodgers' play style fits this defense. Like we need somebody like that opposite of Dex. And I just think that his play style fits this system better than DJ Davidson. I just do.
I agree 150%. I agree 150%. I think he and Dexter Lawrence will feed off of each other. Pause.
Thanks.
Because he brings a different energy. DJ Davidson is not a vocal guy. He's more of a quiet, reserved type of guy. Casey Rogers playing next to him, you're going to feel like, oh, hell yeah, we got something here. Let me step it up. You know what I mean? Him and Dexter Lawrence will feed off of each other on that line, in my opinion. I agree.
Carter.
I agree with that too, but let me loop E into the conversation, man. Appreciate you joining in, E, man. What's good with you, brother?
First of all, happy Sunday, man. Jesus is Lord. I love you, brothers. Thank you for allowing me to join the conversation, and I'm loving everything that's going on with this roster, these cuts. He's not playing. He's making moves early so we can know who's who and what's what, and these guys can get in and get some work in before the season starts with his main group. So thanks for letting me be a part of this. Peace to everybody.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you as always, brother.
Judge just hit number 50 if anyone cares, but yeah.
Let's go. I care. Let's go Yanks.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
But
and Kennedy Carter is that woman, man. Kennedy Carter is that woman.
But let's focus on the football fellas for just a few more. Hang with a few more, a little bit longer, man.
So now you're going to Edge, right?
Now we're gonna
go to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, or are you Ninja watching?
Let's go to Edge. So right now we got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari, Boogie Basham, and Tamon Fox. I actually have 5 edge rushers. Question: does Fox make it? Does Whitley make it?
Ooh.
Do they trade Aziz?
Ooh.
Or do they add somebody else to this group?
Yo, how y'all let her fucking do that?
It's a little bit light right now. What y'all think?
I'll package him up if we could get on the corner. If we have a corner in mind, and they want him with a package, I do it. Aziz, I'm talking about.
Well, that's you. But the first part is is he on the roster before, or are you just saying you're trading him
You gotta
off the
put him
bat?
on the roster to trade him.
Oh yeah, he's on the roster. He's not getting hurt.
The question is the question that we're thinking about is, all right, if you plan on trading Aziz or if you plan on shopping him, maybe you want to keep Whitley and Tamon Fox on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Just to protect them from getting picked up off waivers. If you're gonna move on from Aziz, that's my question to the panel. What are you?
You need to close down.
Well, your edge rushers are gonna be Burns, Thibodeau, Ojulari, Boogie Basham, Tamon Fox. I think you got to keep Whitley on this team too. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard decision for them. That's why you haven't seen anybody released from the edge rusher or defensive tackle that was released only because he tore his Achilles. So that's gonna be a hard decision for Dabo and Bowen, especially because Bowen is his defense. So he's gonna have to. You may keep Boogie Basham because you feel that he's that defensive end that you need opposite of Dex or somebody like that. And then you have defensive ends and edge rushers too. So is this are you including everything in one in defensive ends and edge rushers?
This is just edge rushers. These are pseudo outside linebackers.
Well, Boogie Basham's not an edge rusher. He's an end. So you replace Boogie Basham with Whitley. He's an end. He's not an edge rusher.
So that means Boogie Basham is down with the interior defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. I got you.
So down with the king.
We'll switch.
And then if you really want to break it down, NYG, you have to have nose tackles, defensive ends, and then edge rushers because that's how they categorize.
Shout out to the 120 subscribers, man. Let's run it up. Hit that subscribe button for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Somebody please put the link on the screen. Somebody please put the link in the chat and put the link on the screen. Let's run these numbers.
What's up, Pablo? Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you.
Button.
Sorry,
Pablo Velez. Dale al botón. Suscríbete al Big Blue Crew Sports Network, Pablo. Mi hermano. Dale. Vaya. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell him in every language. Hit that goddamn subscribe button. You heard?
Because nose tackle, it would be Dex, Elijah Chattman.
So that's your edge room now.
Roaches.
So these your D-line. So now we're putting 6
Gracias,
on the D-line.
Pablo. Thank you very much.
And then 5 at 5 at edge.
And if you do it that way, Rodgers makes it to the roster too.
5 at edge.
That means it's 7 interior.
I don't think they keep that many.
Thank you, Pablo.
I'm gonna ask this:
think about the corners too.
Is it Davidson over Rodgers then?
In my opinion,
Rodgers, bro. My opinion is Rodgers because he brings you a different element. You get the DJ Davidson element with Chattman, Riley, Nochez. You see what I'm saying? You don't have that Rodgers ability.
Who's the backup 0?
It's okay. I'm gonna put it like
it's probably gonna be Riley.
I'm gonna explain what you mean. Watch this, and you're gonna be like, "How the hell you explain what I was thinking without being here?" Rodgers brings to this defensive line what Nabers brought to that receiver group. It's an energy. It's a chemistry. It's a high motor. It's that competitive nature. It's the same thing OC Tuck, Strahan, they had going on that D-line. They all wanted to one-up each other. When Rodgers is next to Dex ain't going to want to let him get more than him, and Rodgers ain't going to want to let him get more than him, and that's going to feed out to Burns and Thibodeau. They're going to be like, yo, the inside eating and we not holding down the edge? Nah. It becomes kinetic. It draws
the same thing with Chattman.
to it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Chattman.
But that's my issue with this fellas. You're putting, like Coach said, you're putting 2 undrafted free agents on your roster that's gonna have major roles. Problem. Hold on, let me land the plane. Problem with that is
Hart wins the fight every time.
Coaching. Let me land the plane. Problem with that is coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand they have to be able to play. I get it. They have to be able to play within each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta understand the scheme. They gotta understand these assignments. A lot of these other players that you're talking about cutting, they do have experience in the NFL. We talking about undrafted free agents. They look great in preseason, and I like KC Rogers. But now you're gonna be relying on Elijah Chattman and KC Rogers to play major parts of your team. And do you know those guys are ready for sure to go up against NFL level talent?
Give me a second.
That's all I'm asking.
Give me a second.
You got it.
The reason why you're allowed to do that with them is because of Dexter Lawrence. You see what I'm saying? You're not asking them to be Dexter Lawrence. You're just asking them to be a helpmeet to him. They don't have to be a superstar in order to do that. I have more faith in Elijah Chattman over Nunez Roches, and he's a veteran out of this world. But Chattman has been outplaying him the whole time. So has Rogers, if you really want to look at it.
Yeah,
that's why I have Boogie Basham on the team. Boogie Basham's a veteran. He can teach them how to do things. And Boogie Basham, I've never liked that dude at all, but I'm not a hater. That dude's been playing. He's been getting in there. So I got to give him his props. You have veterans around these guys to teach them, when you do this certain thing here, don't over pursue that, because you're going to allow Dex to get blocked on the back end. Just stick to your gap and then explode when he gets to the line of scrimmage. Pause. You see what I'm saying? You have guys on the roster that could do that for them. Are you depending on Jordan Riley to come in and play major minutes? No. But I will put Jordan Riley in there when I think my defense and my edge rushers need a jolt in the arm of energy. That's the dude. He's the dude that's going to get up clapping, and he got ran over by 2 people, but he's happy that somebody else was make the play because he did his job. That's the kind of guy. And DJ Davidson has been playing the whole time, and he's been a ghost for the most part.
Sure. Coach.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Coach.
Let Coach get in there, and then
here's one of the things that we haven't considered. DJ Davidson also is on FGXP. I'm sorry, field goal extra point.
Mm-hmm.
So those other guys can also take his place there too. So DJ Davidson and Jordan Riley are almost literally the same type of player. We even said it last year, and we all felt comfortable with Riley over Davidson. Part of that is Davidson's injury history, but when they were both in there, Riley just seemed to play better than Davidson. And they both of those players, to Pat's point, are very similar to Nunez Roches, except Jordan Riley can give you a better push in the pass rush, which gives you Chattman, which also gives you that push in the pass rush. So it's like, okay,
who's the better run defender out of those guys?
Jordan Riley.
I need my run.
Oh no, at all. It wouldn't to Nacho in there. It's going to be Nacho first. Nacho's the vet because he's a vet. He's the vet, and so I have to be honest. But then out of the 3 younger players, it's going to be Jordan Riley.
Okay.
Between who? Riley and who? Between Riley and who?
And
Rogers. What's it, Rogers?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the conversation was about DJ Davidson. If you're looking at DJ Davidson between those 3, yeah, I would actually say is Casey Rogers out of those 3. You gotta look at that dude play, man.
Okay, you gotta show me some film, bro.
He gets through the A gap and shuts down the run.
I'm missing this shit right now. You gonna have to show me some film.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you.
Let's do it live. Hell yeah, more content for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
We're gonna have to watch some film on Casey.
We're gonna break down.
I agree with Pat though. It's not a debate. I need to see more. You know what I mean?
No, and I said great. Let's do it on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
This dude hasn't played an NFL
because
snap.
We'll not only show you why we have this stance, But the other people who gonna come in and hate and not have a logical discussion about it like we're having, the people that's gonna come in and hate, we can refute it before the hate even comes as to why we think Rodgers would be better suited for that role. Because if you watch film, not highlights, the dude is a constant run stuffer. He hits that A gap and that B gap like nobody's business and gets back there. He even gets sacks and pressures and hurries. And he's not a very huge dude. You know what I'm saying? But he gets it done.
I'm telling you, he just has that motor that you like from a teammate. You gotta. I mean, you gotta have those guys on your team. The same thing with the dude that hit Daniel Jones in the back of the neck. What's that dude's name? Grinkle. Grinkle was a talented dude.
Van Ginkel.
Yeah, Van Ginkel. He was I always call him Grinkle because it's funny. But Ginkel, he was a talented dude, and he was just one of those energy guys. And then they finally seen, oh shoot, this dude can play, and he turned it into a contract. I think Casey Rodgers is one of those type. You always have one of those guys on your team that's just a live wire. Like you put them in there. What do they call them now? Tryhards. One of those type dudes on your team.
Okay.
Oh, is it Marcus Boley?
And Chase linebacker? Chase Blackburn was that dude. Michael Boley was established
Chase
when he
Blackburn.
came from the
I was trying to guess which one I was thinking about. It's Chase Blackburn, one that got the interception on Gronk.
Yeah.
That type of guy. The guy that comes in and makes the best of his opportunity is going to give you 150% every fucking play. If his thumb is broken, if his ankle sprained, if his jaw is fucking hurt. The Mark Bavaro type of guys. The guys that's going to come in here. Jeremy Shockey, broken arm. Those type of guys. Listen, I don't care. Give me an Advil, an ice pack, and I'm going in. Shit, let's go.
So he raped him.
So
what?
To pause.
You say that, coach?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm watching. I'm sorry. I'm watching the Saints and the Titans. That's why. I'm sorry. Yeah. My apologies, everyone. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
We good.
Again,
we good. Yeah, we just let's
yeah, I know.
Through. We almost 2 hours in, so I want to get through the rest of this this lineup.
Yeah, I forget. I'm a coach. Damn, man.
I know.
I gotta remember.
I'm working on my language too. We all are. We all.
I know.
You know, we all.
I'm the last one that can complain or talk junk to you. So
yeah. So but before I move on,
so how many want to get
E's opinion on this because he been sitting over there in the cut chilling.
Yeah, I've just been listening to what the brothers is talking about. That's all. I mean,
this D line and this O line. See, I put Casey Rodgers in there because Pat made such a good point. Just like
put him on there to shut me up.
No, Miz made a good point about it's like this is like a war room kind of like. So Miz made a good argument to cut DeVito, and you made a really good argument to keep Casey Rodgers. So we're gonna put him on the roster. But what's your thoughts about this the D line edge position?
I agree.
D line right now, and this is the edge we got.
I agree with both. Fox is going to be a fingers crossed cut, although he did show up, in the last preseason game. He showed some pass rush ability. He's always had that. He's been endorsed by Lawrence Taylor coming out of North Carolina, but his injury status has always put him in a position where your best ability is your availability. And he's not been available as much as needed, so he can't be as advertised. But I agree with this edge group right here. Now, when it comes to the D-line, I would love to sit down with the brothers and sit and watch the film on Rodgers so we can break that down, because he's a 50-50 to me. I know the energy he brings. I see what he does, the infusion to the team. You're always going to need those kind of guys. But his play also speaks for itself when he's on the field. But I would like to sit down and just analyze a little bit more when it comes to that for myself as well.
Yeah, and I totally agree, man. And I know Pat going to break it down, so That's why I'm comfortable putting Casey on. Like, my brother knows football. That dude watch film. I know if he's seeing some shit, it's some shit there. Pause. But let's
Just
get into
quick update on the
ahead.
numbers. You got 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, which is 6 wide receivers, which gives you 12, 9 offensive linemen altogether gives you 21. The 3 special teamers gives you 24. 6 interior defensive linemen gives you 27, and 5 edge rushers gives you. Wait a minute, my number. Am I counting right? 21, 24. No, that's 24. That's 30, and 5 edge rushers gives you 35 total.
Okay. Interior linebackers. Bobby Okereke, of course. Scott McFadden, Isaiah Simmons, Carter Coughlin. Don't think he's gonna make it. Darius Masau, draft pick, probably gonna be on the roster. What are your thoughts about the inside linebacker? Remember, I did this pre-training camp for this, so I know there's been other players, brought in and that have flashed since then. So, what are you guys here? Thoughts on the inside linebacker group? I know.
I just got one question in YG. What happened to the Johnson kid? Pause.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, this is pre.
This was,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was pre-training camp. So before any training camp happened, we did this 53-man roster projection. So that's why I like to do one before training camp, then after training camp to see how much it changed, so we can actually evaluate who's been showing up, during these training camps. And the roster projections are going to reflect that. So Carter Coughlin hasn't done anything. I don't think he makes the roster. So I'm going to go
Carter Coughlin, special teams, core special teams. He's on.
He makes the roster.
He's core special team. Yes, he's on. All, when I say core, he's on kickoff. Kickoff return.
So he's
punt,
gonna make it.
punt
He's
return.
gonna make it as a.
He's
as
like a
special
lone
team.
snapper. He has the permanent position.
And I think
of the
that's
team
why I had
'cause
him
he
on the
can-
roster to begin with because of special teams. Because he never plays linebacker.
Carter Coughlin.
He never plays linebacker.
He's never going to play linebacker like that, but he's going to be the leader on the special team.
Get paid. He said, "Whatever you need me to do, I'll figure it out."
Yeah. And then with the loss of Cam Ward, Cam Brown, we can't lose Coughlin too. That's 2 captains on the special teams.
All right. So, are we good with who we got?
You got Bobby
put this
O,
Johnson
McFadden, Simmons, Coughlin, Morehouse out. No, you got to put Deontay Johnson on there too, unless he's hurt.
And this is the problem that we're gonna run into when you added all those D line and edge people. Now you're gonna be thin when we get to corners and safeties and linebackers.
Yeah.
Well, you have 18 to play with. You have 18 numbers left to add to the roster. Just so you give you an update.
Safeties, cornerbacks, kicker, punter.
So right now, if you did 5, that means you have 13 players left for the cornerbacks and the safeties. So I'm also making you keep numbers in your head.
So if you got 13 left, you can add Deontay Johnson to have 12 left for the corners and safeties. Because I don't think you're going to keep more than.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you keep more than 8 DBs, right? Right. You don't keep more than 8 DBs. Right.
Punter, that's 12.
That's it right there.
That's why I asked about special teams earlier. So special teams is already on, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, so you already had kicker, punter on there?
Yep.
Yeah, he added them on.
Oh, so you still got, if you add him, you still
18.
got 12 for cornerback and safety.
We got 39 right now.
With these guys or without the inside linebacker?
Before you do the linebackers.
So 39 is.
Wait a minute. Then my numbers is wrong. I have 2 quarterbacks. I have 4 running backs. That's 6. 6 wide receivers is 12. 9 offensive linemen means it's 21. 3 special teamers is 24. 6 interior defensive linemen is 30. 5 edge rushers is 35. Where's the other 4 that you
missed? The tight ends.
The tight ends.
Count those.
You didn't count the tight ends. 39.
Because I'm like, how in the hell can we?
Yeah, I thought that was light too.
12 defensive backs.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4,
how many?
5. So you got 30. You got 39.
Okay, that's fine. That's my fault.
And then you got to count the you said special teamers already.
Yeah, I
right?
said special
Yeah,
teams.
he said
So you
special
got
teams.
14 people between inside linebacker, cornerback, and
Okay.
safety.
Now the numbers is starting to
That
match
makes
up.
sense.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's going.
So the
That's gonna be
linebackers
tough.
right now, I already
Let me
have
ask you
kickers on
this.
QB, bro.
Let me ask you this, because Carter Coughlin's staying, Isaiah Simmons, Michael McFadden, Okereke, they're staying. With the way Deontay Johnson was playing, do you feel he's better than Muasa?
Absolutely. Even though because he's young, we hadn't a chance to see.
Are we gonna play politics or are we gonna keep it real?
We're gonna keep it real, and Masal goes to the practice
has
squad.
to be on this roster in front of Muasa.
Damn right.
Ken Johnson plays special teams.
Yes, that's where he started.
Okay.
Yeah. And Masal goes to the practice squad.
Masal to the practice squad. Got you.
So that's why I asked, are we going to play politics or we're going to keep it real? Because politics is going to keep Muasa there because he's a draft pick.
First of all,
give a damn about that.
How many linebackers are we keeping?
It looks like we only can keep 5.
We got
five from 14 leaves 9.
Yeah, so that means
so it's 9 defensive backs.
So one of the defensive linemen is going to have to come off if you want to keep 4
goes
safety.
Back to the numbers game.
That's
exactly.
what I was saying with KC Rogers, it's going to be tough for him because of the numbers.
If you want to keep 4 safeties, which we're going to do more than likely, then Rogers will be off.
9 and 4 safety. That means you leave 5 cornerbacks, which
let's
is not.
Let's see what we got when we get to the corners. So right now we're at
5 linebackers.
We got 1. That's what we got.
We got what? Where we at now? With
you
the
said
5
linebackers.
We have 44, so we got 9 people left.
So we got 9 left. All right, so this is what I had initially with the corners.
Sorry.
Tay Banks, you good. Phillips, Flott, McLeod, Hawkins, Darnay Holmes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't even complain with that. Unless one of those veterans show like long.
What about Trey Herndon?
That's what I'm saying. Let's Trey Herndon show
over Holmes.
No, I'm putting him over Hawkins.
Hawkins. Not Banks.
Yeah, Banks
is up there. He's the first one. Banks, Phillips, Flott, McLeod, Hawkins, Holmes.
I'm keeping. We did the tight ends earlier.
We did. We corrected it, guys. I missed it, but we corrected it.
Trey Hawkins, you taking him off and putting Trey Herndon if you feel that he's a better cover corner than Trey Hawkins, which I can really see. I can't see that he's not a better cover. Yeah,
he's terrible.
And unfortunately, Darnay Holmes, unless he's hurt seriously, will make this roster as well because you have to have a backup nickel.
What about Alex Johnson? Good point, J-Man. He's played well this preseason.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And then you got to think they may pick up somebody on the waiver wire at a cornerback.
I'm pretty sure they'll be looking at corner heavily.
Yeah, they ain't got no choice. They ain't got no choice.
Darnay Holmes is still. I thought Darnay Holmes was hurt.
Yeah, if that neck injury.
He looked hurt out there last night the way he was playing, but
he got hurt last night.
He got hurt in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't watch the whole game, so.
Yeah. So
long. Bye.
Does he start on injury reserve, or because the other factor is, let's be real, he's probably our best gunner. He's probably Darnay Holmes. I don't know why that kid just as a gunner, he's always down there so damn fast, and he's always in proper position.
Let's keep Holmes on there. Let's take Hawkins is terrible. Every time.
Well, what is his injury, if you mind me asking, Coach?
I get sick, bro.
It was a neck injury.
He got emotional hurt injury, his feeling. I cut all those guys. How about that? I cut that entire corner crew right there. All of them. Everybody. Bye. See you later, yo.
Like that? How about that? Like that? How about that?
All right, you keep Flott. You keep McLeod.
You can't get rid of decisions off emotion, man.
You cut Hawkins. You got to cut somebody. So you keep Flott. You keep McLeod. You cut Hawkins. I don't know.
You got to bring in somebody, though. I'm with you, man. You got to bring
in
somebody.
Is Javarius Owens a casualty?
He's a safety. So we haven't even touched
that. Right.
In just a second,
okay.
That's funny. That's funny. That's a good one.
My
You know, you
Well,
already
listen,
know
man,
where I
I've
was
been saying
going,
this for a
Coach.
while.
Yeah.
You know,
Got
you know where I was going.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a long time, and he's still out there. You gotta call Adoree and get him in here this week. I don't know what.
Yeah, I believe that too, man. I'm with you
I'll be
1,000%.
honest with you,
Always said
fellas.
that shit.
I'll be honest with y'all, man. I truly believe they're going to go into the season with Cordell Flott and Nick McLeod.
Oh my
About to
God,
get our asses cut too.
that's gonna be some week one. We're gonna see. It's gonna be.
Yeah, we dealing with that. All
One,
right.
two,
Y'all
three,
done
four.
seen
They
what's
haven't
been
given
going on with
any
McLeod and
indication.
Fly.
Look, they haven't given us any indication that they are worried about that position. They haven't given us any indication.
I
Five
don't know
cornerbacks.
why. We're all worried about it.
They worried about it, bro.
We're not in the
Five.
office.
This is
though.
what they did. This is what they did last season, right? When it came to the offensive line, they
Go
felt they
ahead,
weren't worried about that position, and they made history.
Go ahead, Coach.
Five cornerbacks, right?
Actually, that's 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. He has 5 on his
Oh,
team.
he just cut Trey Hawkins. Okay, so 5. So you didn't even put one of the veterans in there. You just
You didn't
said
put
give me
Johnson
5
on there,
corners.
Alex Johnson, and no one, right?
Nah, you only got 4 more spots for safeties. You gonna go with 3 safeties?
And if so, that's Belton, Pinnock.
That's the
and
problem
Nugent.
with going heavy on the line. That's what I was saying. You cutting the back end guys.
I mean, this is what happens. This is
But
what's happening right now.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of these guys that deserve spots at these cornerback positions, man. Like the Giants are gonna be forced to cut maybe a KC Rogers or somebody like that just to put numbers at the cornerback position. Because they don't have anybody that's really worth that spot over him. I agree with you there. But the numbers, you need bodies, pause. And that's
Christian
what's going to
Holmes
hurt
already
some
cut.
of these guys on the D-line.
Christian Holmes was just cut, I think. Wasn't he just cut?
Who?
Christian Holmes, a cornerback. I think he was cut.
Let me see. Somebody had it earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Art Stapleton reported, I think.
Okay.
They go all.
Let me see here.
They've done that.
Yeah,
before.
Christian Holmes was cut already. A-Train put it in the chat, so.
Right? Listen, they can put these guys on practice squad, and week to week they could switch.
They cut Borders, Clayton Isabel, Holmes, the dude that you said was a beer truck driver, Isabel. They cut him. They cut Joshua Kelly today, Trey Kaiser, the linebacker, Lingard, the running back.
If Shane really said that, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But if Shane really said that, somebody should slap that man. GM or not.
Slap
I ain't picking no damn berries, man. I definitely am not picking no
dude
berries.
was that, not Joe Shane.
No. Well, Sean Lee's comment said Shane said he could play cornerback when we got Brian Burns. If Shane really said that, somebody need to slap shit out that man.
No, he never
was
said
making
that.
a joke. He was joking.
Yeah.
No,
He said, "What are y'all gonna put me in?" He said, "You guys could put me in the corner." He was.
Yeah, but that's a ridiculous over exaggeration because he couldn't play cornerback even if we had straight hand Tuck and Umanura.
Their plan, let's be real. When he was saying that, their plan was to get a corner in the second round.
That's not true, Sean.
When he said that about when they signed Brian Burns, because the first thing they asked him was a defensive tackle. It was the guy from Miami that they were going to sign, but he went to the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, well, how you feel about Brian Burns? He was like, hell yeah. And so he just joked, I guess I have to play corner for you. Because you see, that's the conflicting thing. Because I know they have a cornerback issue. It's documented. We've seen it.
They don't want to let it be known that it's an issue.
To everybody else. Yeah, I guess
that's
so.
what it is. I think they're trying to make a move behind the scenes.
There's no move to be made unless you do a trade.
Dory Jackson.
5 cornerbacks and 4 safeties will give you 53 as a total number. So and now it's going back over. Do you go back and cut?
Yeah. Well, I gotta cut Mills.
Mills is not going to make it. So who's that 4th safety? Is it Owens? Because he continues to not make the roster, even though I think he's a good special team. But you haven't seen Owens since the first game. What happened to him?
There's nobody else out there. Who do you have? Isabel.
I understand where you're coming from, Sean Lee, but during that Hard Knocks, it showed that they were targeting 2 corners in the second round before Nubin. So that's a proven fact that he knows that
Owens in there, yeah, just because I don't think
Who are the other
anybody
safeties?
else.
Who are the other safeties currently on the roster right now?
Shit, Owens. He just cut the other one. And all the other ones that didn't make it. So it's Owens.
Guy, he was one.
Yeah, he just got cut.
Raheem Lane, Jonathan Sutherland, Is Alex Johnson a corner or a safety?
That's a good question. I thought he was a corner.
Because if he's a safety, I'll put him over Owens.
Yeah, if he's a safety, I'll put him over Owens.
Yeah.
Where do they have him listed as the Giants? On the Giants?
But that's a doggone good question.
Yeah, because
I don't know, man. Maybe, hopefully, we're overblowing it because I'm not gonna say you guys pause, but
we're fans. That's our right to overblow and overthink.
Safeties, they have. Yeah, that dude Alex Johnson is listed as the 4th safety on the depth chart.
Okay, well he will make it over Owens, man.
Yeah.
So we'll put Alex Johnson in there.
I guess we'll see what happens.
I just know they had a cornerback issue because they wouldn't have targeted Damn, Q Burrow. That's messed up. That's messed up.
That's cold turkey, real cold turkey. So
that just shows you God has a sense of humor, my brother.
So somehow we made it work. Fellas, somehow we made it work. Let's look at our roster projection. The official Big Blue Crew as a group roster projections. I know you guys are probably going to make your own individual videos, but this is what we got as a group. Mm-hmm. Starting quarterbacks, Drew Lock, Daniel Jones. We got Singletary, Tyrone Tracy.
Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, because people will clip that and come after you and be like, you had Drew Lock starting over Daniel Jones.
Nah, it says it on the screen. Jones sad. First, Lock second.
You want to take it that far? That's sad. You need
if
help.
You want to go there, but nah, I don't. I just put the names in there. I don't do this.
Think of all the options that the haters might use.
I don't do this. I don't really care about them anyway. To be honest with you, let them. They troll me all the time. I'm used to it. But that's what we got here. We got tight end. We got Belly, Manhurst, Theo Johnson, Jacob Johnson.
You're going to keep Jacob Johnson because he's the fullback, so I understand why you did that.
Yeah. Wide receivers, we got Nabers, Slayton, Wandell Robinson, Jalen Hyatt, Allen Robinson, and Isaiah Hodgins.
Now, one of those guys will be dropped once Gunner or McKenzie gets healthy.
Yeah, and I think it's probably
Hodgins.
What's your
Damn.
thoughts on that? You're the wide receiver guy, E, so let me get your thoughts for
I can't go against nothing, man, and it's sad because he was, for the season that we did have our, bum by committee, he was the best bum out of the committee. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be real with it. That's being real with it. He was the best bum out of the battle of the bums.
Well,
so
one bum left to get rid of at that position. That's a good thing. Once he's
that's
gone,
it.
we're bum free.
Yeah, we're bumless. We're bumless. And Allen Robinson is a proven veteran who knows how to get over a possession receiver guy at this time, and also a big red zone threat. And he knows this game, so he's going to shut it down.
He could be that third down guy we need too. When we need those 3rd and 3s, and you can make those.
Right over the middle. Absolutely.
Right. He's a better version.
The only thing he doesn't have is that 6'4" height that Hodgins has. Allen Robinson is only 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, but Hodgins don't got the speed that Robinson got. So,
and that's sad because Robinson has lost his speed and he's still fast.
O-line, Thomas, Runyon Jr., John Michael Smith, Jermaine Illuminor, Evan Neal, Aaron Stinney, Jacob Kubas, Josh Azudu, Greg Van Rotten. Any complaints there?
No, only complaint is you got Van Rotten at the very end of the list. He's going to be in the starting 5. That's the only complaint.
Because I had to add him in because
I know what you're talking about.
He wasn't
behind is Zudu. Is Zudu last?
Yeah, nah.
Zudu last. He said a doo-doo?
I said
Oh, okay. I thought you said a doo-doo.
That is a good nickname for him, though.
He doo-doo.
I mean,
He doo-doo.
Evan Mill and Joshua Doodoo. Okay, we killing it now.
killing me small.
D-line, Dexter Lawrence, Nunez Roches, Jordan Riley, Elijah Chattman, Boogie Basham, and KC Rogers. So we found a way to get your man on there, KC Rogers.
Yeah, unfortunately, when the numbers come down to it, you may have to let go of KC Rogers, unfortunately, because I know they're not going to let go of Boogie Basham. He's actually proved his worth this offseason. Like
and
I said,
they traded a pick for him.
And they traded a pick for him. You're not getting rid of Elijah Chattman. They showed that last night by not even letting him put a helmet on, so you know he's here. Jordan Riley has shown that he still can be developed. You're not going to let Nunez Roches go because he's the second veteran. So, yeah, unfortunately, KC Rogers, when it comes down to it, the numbers might not allow him to be on the roster.
But in the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, he's on the roster.
Yeah, for now.
Hey, listen, we might run with 3 backs and keep him, so you never know.
You can't get rid of Turbo Miller.
Simons at back as a de facto nickel too. So remember, they keep that in mind too.
And that's still the numbers game though, because that still pushes it to 6. But it takes away an inside linebacker. So you know what? It might work out. You never know.
It might work. Burns, Tibbs, Ojulari, Benton Whitley, and Tamon Fox. I'm scared
That's
for
perfect.
Fox, man.
Yeah, that's perfect. But Azeez Ojulari, if we are looking to get a corner in trade bait, in a trade, he's the trade bait. He's the one that has the most clout to the trade, to be honest with you. And he will probably have to be included in any trade that we do for any one of those cornerbacks. So
I just want to state for the record that if this roster turns out the way we just did it here, that's another prediction we got right for you hating ass. No. Hit that subscribe button for the Big Blue Sports Network. Stop being a ninja watch. You heard?
Okereke, McFadden, Isaiah Simmons, Carter Coughlin, Deontay Johnson. I'm cool with that group.
Yeah, all those guys you can't lose.
Yeah, facts. Deontay Banks, Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod, Andrew Phillips, Trey Herndon. I am not cool with that group. They need some help. They gotta find a way to bring a veteran on this team. I don't care if you trade one, if you want to bring in this Witherspoon cat, or I don't want a Dory Jackson back. I really don't. But he's better than fucking what's this guy? Trey Hawkins. So if you gotta do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, man, with that. So Jason Pinnock, Tyler Nubin, Dane Belton, Alex Johnson. I'm cool there. And last but not least, Gano, Gillen, and KC Crowder. Yeah, usual.
Mac is making it over Gano. I'm sorry.
You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. I had to.
He's about the kicker that was kicking last night.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the next kicker because Graham Gano is owed so much money next year. They're gonna cut him.
But you know why I say it though, Pat, right?
And he's from Ireland or something. Oh yeah, he is from Rutgers. Yeah, he is from Rutgers, ain't it? Hey, he got a nice leg on.
Yeah, dude's from Rutgers, man. Dude was running back from the Jets, man. Was from Brooklyn last night. It was like Brooklyn. Yeah, I was watching the replay. Like I said, I was like, okay.
Izzy with Izzy, right?
Oh, Wakanda.
Yeah. Wakanda. Yeah. Brooklyn calling him Wakanda? That ain't his
Brooklyn,
name,
Wakanda,
is it?
Yeah.
Izzy from Lincoln High School, which was like right around the corner from me. Lincoln High School.
Hey, his name sound like Wakanda, and he from Brooklyn.
I'm about to say his name ain't Wakanda. I swear that
it was Abita Conda or some shit like that.
Yeah, Abana. Dang, man, I just had it.
But I just call him Brooklyn Wakanda.
Abana Conda. That's his name. Abana Conda.
Buying condoms. Pause. What?
Right.
All right, let's not go off the rails. All right, so that's it for the 53-man roster projection. Let's just do a little Giants expectations here. What do you guys expect? Not going to do a prediction, but just an expectation. We can kind of go down like the position groups if you want to, or just like your overall feeling about how the team stacks up in the NFC or the NFC East. But I wanna do some Giants expectations here because the media has very low expectations for this squad right now. I mean, very, very low. But us as fans, we're different, of course. We follow the team. We're in tune with the team. What are you guys' expectations? Not what they're going to do or what you think's going to happen. What is your expectation as a fan for this year for the New York Giants? Just you guys personally.
Big Dash. What's up, Dash?
Dash, Coach, you got the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We went with 9. We ended up going with 9 linemen. I could throw it back up there for you real quick.
Just go ahead.
But yeah, those are the linemen.
Thomas Runyon, Michael Smits, Jermaine Eliminator, Evan Neal, Aaron Stinney, Jacob Kubas, Josh Doodoo, and Greg Van Roten.
Back to it. Giants expectations. So we'll start with let's start with Lou. Lou, what is your expectation for this? Just you, not what you think we're gonna do, what you think the media is. Look, just you as a fan. Like when you cut on the TV this year, what you expect to see out of this New York Giants football team?
I expect the team. Okay. What I expect to see this year from the New York Football Giants, just from a fan watching, is a team that's going to come out here and try to create a totally new identity than the narrative that has been painted about them, the ideology that people have of them, and the culture that they have exhumed and that they have embodied, taking on the culture of Dable and Shane and what they're trying to be. Tough, reliable. What is it? Tough, strong, smart, tough, dependable. Smart, tough, dependable. That's what I expect to see. The embodiment of that in 53 men on the field. They're going to be tough. They're going to have to outsmart some guys who are better staffed, better coached, have better stars on their team. They're going to have to outsmart them. They're going to have to be tougher than the guys that they come across, and they're going to have to be more dependable, which is why they have so many versatile players that can play multiple positions. And if they can put that together, I think the Giants can come out here and upset everybody.
Okay. That's fair, man. That's fair. And I do like what you said there by going off the coach's motto, smart, tough, dependable. That's what they want. That's why you got guys in here like Nabers, Illuminor. They're bringing that toughness, that dog mentality, Smart is one thing, too. We see a lot of dumb shit out the Giants players, man. Like be football smart out there.
Dash is the money watcher. Look at his comment. He said Slotman over Azudu because Slotman is guaranteed money.
Yeah, Zudu's got guaranteed money too.
Dash watching their money.
But yeah, I get it. I understand that because they did sign him. I mean, but I think if they're gonna go there, I think they're still gonna keep Azudu. They'll probably end up, cutting Kubas or somebody like that. I think that's who we put on there over Scottman or Slotman, whatever his name is. But let me go over to Miz. Then we're gonna get to Pat, Coach. Miz, what's your expectations, man, for this New York Giants team this year, man? I'm gonna give you guys the floor here for a second, man. It took your unpopular opinion.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm torn because 2 weeks ago I had higher expectations than I do right now this minute. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a negative assholes on Twitter or if it's just like, or maybe it's just like I've seen some things the way they're playing, but it's only preseason and I know that. So, and I didn't even watch last night's game, not 1 minute. So I just think the Giants are going to be what I thought they were going to be. I think I'm hoping that the players develop throughout the year. I think the Giants are going to be around a 500 team. I don't think they're going to be like a 3-win team. I don't think that they're going to be special. I think they're going to fall around the 500 category. I'd like to see the players grow. I'd like to see Jones and the receivers get on the same page. Of course, I do feel the O-line is going to be much better. So I do think we're going to have a better offense than a lot of people are putting them down at. I do think they're going to have a good running committee. I do. And I do think we have a pretty good defense. I feel much better if they bring somebody in. It don't got to be the greatest corner in the world, but somebody to help these kids out. But my expectation, realistically, I think the Giants have a 500 season. I like to see them trend upwards towards the end of the year. I know you guys don't like this because you want the Giants to go to the playoffs, but whether they get in or miss by a game, if they're winning at the end of the year, take that into next year with these kids. And that's what I'm looking for.
Good stuff there, Miz, man. Appreciate you,
I
man.
would love to see Daniel Jones stick it up the league's ass and shut a lot of people up so I can go to war in there with them, but let's see. That's all
I
I'll
ain't
say.
even
Let's
gonna
see.
say pause on that one, damn it.
Well, you know, like I said in my video, Jones, go out there and listen to all the shit that you're getting and use it. If he's the real deal, real deal players. I know this from when I was younger. They use that shit as gasoline. So let's see.
Yeah, man. Jones definitely has a lot to prove, man. And like you said, if he's motivated, if he has any extra motivation at all, it's this year, man. It's this year, man. I mean, he's been through a lot, not just the injury, but the constant, consistent bashing and shit talking.
I'll say one more thing, NYG.
You got it.
And I've said this in some of my videos. A real actual expectation. Get me to week 16, 17, 18 playing some meaningful football. Don't give me this crap that by Thanksgiving we already talking about tanking or this is what's going on in the fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate that stuff too, man.
Hey, Ghost Dog, how dare you? You need to bump that up 1 and down 1. That's 11-6, not 10-7.
Bro, what's your expectations, man, for this New York Giants team this year, man? What do you expect to see, man, when you cut on the TV, man, week in and week out from the New York Giants in 2024?
I expect a surprise. I'm going to tell you why, right? And if you guys know me, of course you do. I've been the stickler for saying if this kid had a line and this kid had receivers, this kid would look different. I can't step away from that thought process right now. He has receivers. He's possibly going to be playing with the best line that he's ever had. Although we will be running back by committee and not having a Saquon Barkley, which I believe the Giants should have kept to give him that security blanket as well, because that's who his career was tied in with. We did get who we have. So moving on from that. But when I turn on my TV, I expect a lot of haters to be angry because he's been making them mad for 6 years. But this is the year that he makes them extremely angry to earn his contract. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But do I think I'm going to be? It has to be proven. So I believe the New York Giants is 10-7, 11-6 right now until proven otherwise. We're 17-0 in my mind, right? But
Damn right.
I expect that defense to be top 10 minimum. And I expect if we don't get another CB2 at this point, which I do believe we'll get a veteran or somebody who, has played the game well enough to help out, because we're going to be a different attacking style of defense. We were a cornerbacks have to hold with Duran Wink so the line can get pressure. This year, we're going to be pressure at the line so the cornerbacks don't have to hold as much in our division. Stopping the run, stopping big plays down the field, closing off the middle of the field. I think we'll do that. So I believe the New York Football Giants are going to make a lot of people mad, and a lot of mad people matter. And I'm going to act a fucking fool when it happens, because I've been standing on this situation for 5 years and I cannot change my position pause in year 6. He has a line, he has receivers. I need for him to prove me right and everybody else to be madder than a motherfucker.
Hey, I'm on that same bullshit with you. I'm gonna make the biggest I told you so video. I might pull a Dave Chappelle. I might stand on the desk. I told you, motherfuckers, quit being the Giant fan.
But
Lou, please just give me a call when you definitely are going to make that video so I can add my assholishness to it.
But yeah, so Pat, what's your you've taken a lot of heat over the years, man, since I've been following, with your positive takes on the New York Giants. I don't expect that to stop now. So, what's your thoughts on the New York Giants this year? What you expect to see?
To be strictly honest, I expect to see the defense take a step forward this year as far as being a top 10, between top 10 and 12 defense. And I expect the offense to take a step forward this year too. Only thing I disagree with whole E's whole thing is, no, we needed to get rid of Barkley. Tired of that crutch. Because it doesn't matter what Daniel Jones does, he could progress at anything. They're just going to say it's all Saquon Barkley. So to really see what Daniel Jones is, you needed to get rid of Barkley. And you just need to get rid of Barkley for the Giants team just to move forward. You don't want to keep having that moniker over you. Oh, Saquon Barkley is going to the whole team, and then he gets hurt, and then the whole team is gone. Nah, let him go. Let him go to greener pastures and see if he can go over there and do it with Philly. But I can see this team being around 10-7 to 11-6 and getting into the playoffs, and Daniel Jones having a season like how Jalen Hurts had his season where he had 3,400 yards and 25 touchdowns, and he's considered elite. But if Daniel Jones does that, people are going to say he sucks because he got Malik Nabers and everything, and he's going to be playing for his job again in the playoffs against maybe another NFC North team in the Packers. And he's going to be playing for his Giants career again, and I think he will come out again on top. Pause. And this time when we make it past the first round, we got something for your ass this year.
Facts.
So I think it's going to turn out just like how 2022 was, except a little bit better. It's going to turn out to be a little bit better than what that team was because we have a little bit better roster behind them this time. And I don't think he's going to throw no 42 touchdowns, but I do believe he's going to get close to 30, like around 25 to 28, somewhere through there, and it's still going to say that he sucks. So it's going to be the same thing. It's just that Daniel Jones is going to have to –
42.
Daniel Jones is going to have to do what he did in 2022 in the playoffs. He's probably going to have to set history again, and this time they're going to restructure his contract to get cap relief and give him more money. And it's going to piss people off again. So get prepared for the DJ haters for him to have a decent season and get a restructure on his deal to clear up money to bring in probably another receiver because Slayton's probably going to go to greener pastures and get more money because I think he's going to be a dominant number 2 or Hyatt is just going to have to sit on the bench until Slayton's ready to give up the reins. That's what I believe is going to happen.
I agree with most of what you say, but you know I'm back on my bullshit, and I'm sorry, Coach. I know you about to go next, but 11-6, back on my bullshit. The greatest show on turf. DJ throws 42 touchdowns and runs for 8 total and 50. Let's go.
He's not throwing 42 touchdowns. So I'm telling you that now. We're not going to throw the ball that much for him to throw 42
He
touchdowns.
said 50.
If he gets 50 touchdowns, we're undefeated.
The
way that defense is going to play.
Man, bro.
But I do believe he gets 32, between 32 touchdowns, yes. I'm going to say
I like
20,
the brother number better, Pat. I like it 28. That's real.
No, I'm talking about with rushing touchdowns included. I think he still gets about 4 to 5 rushing touchdowns because we're going to do a tush push on the goal line a couple of times. And he's just going to run a couple in. That's what he does. Man, 0-9 start. Then why are you a fan? Like,
thank you, Wolf of Gotham.
Who said he's going to throw 42 touchdowns?
What's your expectations for this New York Giants?
Hey, somebody clip Miz laughing at that because I'm going to play that shit when he throws 42 touchdowns out this motherfucker. I'm telling you.
You're crazy. You are crazy. Go ahead.
I've been called much worse by much better people, sir.
Just remember, even in a dome, he's not throwing 42 touchdowns. I got news for you.
42 touchdowns is
a whole lot.
Is quite a lot. To be honest with you, I mean,
I know
I'm trying to
42 is a
be.
little extreme, but shit, I'm gonna cheer for my quarterback. I'm not gonna cheer for him to lose.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
he basically has to average like two
Who
and
the
a half
hell? Oh,
touchdowns a game
No, he has to.
throwing. That's
Yep.
just throwing.
That's
That's just.
40. That's 40.
I
So he
know
has
that
to average
42
almost 3.
touchdowns.
Hmm.
I know that 42 touchdowns is Brady, Peyton Manning, and Drew Brees and Brett Favre numbers. I get it.
no, Wolf, you better be coming in here 4:30 week one, because
I
that'll be
think
the end of 0-9 right there.
with the O line and the receivers that we have, it's not impossible. Is
No.
what I'm saying.
No, it's not impossible at all. It's not impossible at all. You could have a Odell Beckham season like where Nabers just goes off and gets double digit touchdowns, and then you have a guy like Slayton possibly get double digit touchdowns, you know, and then you get a few from the running back, few from the tight ends. I mean, it could happen, but. Yeah. I feel like Joel on that one.
Well, let me tell you something.
I definitely see him getting close to 30 touchdowns though. I do.
Can I say something to you, brothers? The one factor that nobody, not you guys, I'm just saying nobody, period, factors in is the defense is going to give him more opportunities this season to score.
Facts.
So he will have more opportunities.
30. Yeah.
That's I'm with you guys. I'm with you in the 30 range. 4 or 5 on his own, right? With his legs, pause. 24, 25 in the air.
Mhm.
That's an equivalent of 30.
Yeah. That's why I say I definitely think he can get 30.
Right. Defense is going to make stops to teams that don't have a dominant offense down when they punt, short of field.
Now, I will say this: the only way he doesn't get that is if we get in the red zone towards like the 3 to 2 yard line a whole bunch, because Dable's going to run the ball when we get that close, because he has faith in his offensive line now as far as picking up those short yardage situations. So he's going to run the ball a lot when he get that close to the goal line. I will say that he better get his touchdown from the 10 to 12, because you get that to the 1, he's not doing no play action. He's 4 runs. Let's go. That's what's going
right, because of the fact that 1, he's coming off major ACL surgery.
Mm-hmm.
2, you have running backs by committee. 3, you have an offensive line that is going to make holes at the line of scrimmage in the red zone. So
And
most of what Pat is expressing is that the green zone is going to have to be his money zone.
Yep.
And
Between the 20 and 10.
And you have a running back who was formerly a wide receiver, so he would much rather you either hand that ball off or throw it rather than you trying to run.
Absolutely. So my question is, we're all on the same page with that. And thank you for allowing me to add that nugget about the defense giving us the ball back and him having twice the opportunities that he's ever had in his career.
Well, I said that the other day, but yeah, on this conversation, you brought it up. Yes.
Thank you. I wasn't around, but great minds think alike. You know how that go, Lou.
Yeah.
I think they will take. I think you will see more play action deep shots from the 50 than we've seen in years. If you know what I mean. Like we get to the other team's 40, 45. They're going
Yeah.
Deep receivers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They take that deep shot and they don't get in the end zone. DJ's not getting a touchdown. It's going to the running back. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
They have that 15, 17 rushing touchdowns for 5 guys. But go ahead, Coach, because Coach ain't got his chance to go yet.
Yeah, what's your expectation, Coach, man, for this New York Giants team this year, bro? What you got for us, man?
Coach wasn't in no rush. He chewing.
No, let me get a raising, Coach.
Expectation.
Your expectation.
I don't care if people hate me. My expectation is very simple. An undefeated season and another ring. That's my expectation.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So there's reality, I understand. But as a coach, as a competitor, my expectation is always to win. It's not to lose, to bring some young snot-nosed player in here with putting hopes on him leading us to grandeur pastures. I expect to win right now. But okay, let's be real. Okay, Coach. I understand what we've been through. The reality is, floor is about 7. The ceiling is about 11. depending on how things flow, 12. That's me being real. My expectation, Elijah Chattman will be our short yardage running back, especially in the goal line. And he's going to get 5 to 8 short yardage touchdowns.
I'm telling you.
That's my expectation.
That's
The
more
reality
like an
is-
unpopular opinion.
The reality is, I get it. It's probably not going to happen, but the kid is a former running back, which a lot of people don't realize. He's a former running back, which is why he hawked my boy down. Another running back. But
That's the fastest I've ever seen a fat lineman run.
hey, that's why I call
He
him my
was
mini me.
moving.
It's
I
my
can't
mini
remember.
me.
I was like,
Trust
man,
me.
yeah.
Yo,
But
that's how it look when you steal somebody pork chops.
Right. You know the dude that try to steal your
That's a good
groceries?
one.
That's
That's
a
a good
fact.
one.
He was running with the extra gravy.
He said, that's
Give
a
him
good
back.
I tell you what, man. You line him up on the one and run him up the gut into the end zone, this fan base will go crazy.
Right.
hey,
We've
hey,
never
hey,
seen
hey.
that, really, to be honest.
I have.
That's
I
like
have.
I
all
have-
out back in the day.
The old Chicago Bears with the
We
I'm
talking
talking about
William
on the
Perry?
Giant. I'm talking about on the
All right.
Giant.
Yeah,
Well,
the
Last
Giants,
time we
yeah.
did something like that, wasn't it Jumbo Elliott?
I think
Jumbo,
so.
no, that was with the
The
Jets.
last
Jumbo
thing I
Elliott
seen
did
the
that with the
Giants
Jets.
do like that was when
yeah.
Andrew Thomas caught that touchdown.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas. There you go. Andrew Thomas. There you go.
But
Yep.
getting back to the topic though, seriously, okay. Like I said, 7, 11, maybe 12 is the ceiling if things go right.
Pick one, coach.
Everything-
I want to hear you say one. I want one number from you.
I gave you my one number.
No, I don't want to know.
I gave you my undefeated. You want a number? I gave you my my number as far as the expectation. All right.
You just made Miz lose more hair.
So
I want a real number from you right now.
I
Wins,
just said
one
7.
number.
I don't do that, Miz, because I don't bet. I
know.
get it. Y'all gamble, y'all do the fantasy, all that other stuff. I don't.
Well, I was gonna
I
take
play-
your wins right now to Vegas, so let's go. You ready?
Exactly. I knew what you was trying to do, Miz. I knew it. I'm not doing. Nope. You want to bet? You really want to bet? Go
Coach
bet an undefeated
Ed,
season.
Coach
Go
Ed,
bet
not
an
a
undefeated
sport.
season. You want to bet the undefeated season. You'll really win.
Now I am going to do
So
record predictions next week, the week before. I'm gonna go through the whole NFL on the show. Next week, so.
On this schedule, Wolf Gotham, 11 wins on this very schedule this 2024 season. I even have the shirts for sale at my shop. Go copy one. That way you'll look like a genius by the end of the season, Wolf of Gotham. Thank you very much. Hit that subscribe button.
Wolf of Gotham, I understand your pessimism and all that stuff, and you're entitled to
Well, we appreciate you.
okay? You're entitled to it. All right, but you're talking to a competitor. Like if I lined up against you, if you're a former player, my goal is to make you give me snot bubbles. I'm gonna stand over you so I can see the snot coming out of your nose after I hit your ass. That's not always reality, but that's my expectation. To name the wins, I don't care. Just win me the damn game. I don't care who's the quarterback. If Tommy DeVito ends up being the best quarterback, win me the damn game, baby. That's all I care about.
You know what, Wolf? I will give you that video this week. I will give you a full breakdown of the schedule, and I will give you where I believe we're going 11 wins and 6 losses. I will give you that video on G Nation Inside Sports, and I will post it on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network as well.
Shit, I can give you the wins off the top of my head right now.
We're gonna go through the well. I plan on, you guys can do your own videos. That's cool. I plan on going through the W's and L's on the show next week. So
You should already know too
Look
off the
out to
jump. The Commanders.
Commanders, yeah.
It's WLs and T's because I predicted a tie 2 years ago and it fucking happened. Lou knows.
But don't predict one this year,
You
sir.
ruined my 11 and 6 with that damn tie.
Damn time.
But
And what do you get out of being like that? I can't be like that in my life. Just hope for the fucking worst all the time. That's crazy.
Come on, let's keep the show rolling.
Yeah, we got it, man.
Even if you're
Pat, that was cold blooded. You're right. That was cold blooded. on Twitter, what I posted, man, I like that.
Giants expectations. We got the preseason is over, folks. Looking forward to the regular season. Final cut downs will be Tuesday. Tuesday will be the final cut downs. So we will be diving into that, of course, on New York Giants Full Access with Big Pat. The Big Blue Lounge with G Nation Inside Sports, of course, Thursday night. And of course, me and Coach catch us on Heart of the City Tuesday night. We will be breaking all New York Giants and Jets for us on Heart of the City too, because we got to cover the Jets. But we'll be breaking down those final 53-man rosters on that show. Let's do a little, I don't have a trivia, but I have a different type of game. Let's see if you guys want to try this one out before we wrap up the show. This is more of a Family Feud style, I think.
I'll tell you one thing, man. They are giving out their 100-year anniversary gifts to the season ticket holders. My friend's family is a season ticket holder for like 30 years. They did get a nice gift. They got like 4 Super Bowl rings, a special ticket. They gave them a whole bunch of stuff, like real valuable memorabilia.
And they're having a big special open day, September 6th and 7th, where a lot of the old veterans are coming out and signing autographs and taking pictures with people, and it's free to get in. That's my birthday weekend. I was thinking about maybe going up to Jersey and seeing if I can meet Lawrence Taylor and some of them guys, and take.
If somebody's free, I have 4 tickets to FanFest. So let me know if somebody, breaks free or whatever, and it's like, yo, you know what? September 5th.
That's the same weekend I'm talking about.
I know. That's why I said it.
The 4th.
So let me know, brother. I got your birthday ticket for you for FanFest if you come up.
Well, shit, I'm trying to get up there. I'm just trying
and
to
there it is then.
PTO time and stuff. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out.
It's going to be a lot of punching in the face. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
Here's an update.
Nah, but you can remember I made a T-shirt called "Meet Me at FanFest." Remember?
Oh, okay. Well, listen. Remember, I'm the creator of Leather to the Face, so I'm all about
right.
That.
Yeah. 2 T-shirts that say "Remember us."
And would these people stop with this rule of 51 salary cap? Man, these people are crazy. Stop listening to that dude. If you don't know the rules of the cap, then stop talking. Stop talking rule of 51. That is ignorant.
Here's an update.
They are trying to.
Before you go, NYG, let me give you guys a little update.
Go ahead, you got it.
I just want to give a quick update per Talking Giants. Giants defensive tackle Timmy Horn tore his Achilles tendon last night in the preseason game.
Yeah, he was. I think he was pushing KC Rogers, man, for real, man.
Yeah, he was pushing. I know. I've read several people have said that.
Well. Yeah.
Horn?
He said he was pushing. Yes.
No, I'm saying he. What happened to him?
He tore his Achilles last night.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Right, because it removes you from any chance at all. There's nothing.
It's going to be an injury settlement. We know injury settlement, and he's going to go. Lucas, Timmy Horn, defensive tackle. Yeah. If you guys want to go look at Talking Giants, he posted it about an hour ago. So.
All right, man. Let's play this little game, man, and then we can wrap up the show. Appreciate y'all guys for tapping in and hanging out with us, man. Almost 3 hours here on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Let's go. All right, let's get into it. So this is gonna be a category. I just got one round because I just want to test it out. If you guys like it or whatever, I can make other shows or whatever. But so it's gonna be a list style thing, so you're gonna have to guess who's on the list. So, round one. So, top 5 Giants leaders in receiving yards in the last 10 years. This is the top 5 Giants leaders in receiving yards in the last 10 years. All right. I'm going to start with Miz. Since you the first one, who you got for us, man? Top 5 New York Giants leaders in receiving yards.
You want me to say one or all of them?
Guess one. If you guess one right, you get another go.
All right, Odell.
Odell. Let's see. Question. All right. Odell is. I forgot. I was supposed to. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go back. Let's see the answers here. Hold on. Odell's on the list. I just forgot which number he was at. So, 1 second. All right.
And let me make sure. Let me clarify or get clarification. So it's only between the 10 years who has the most yards, or just between that 10-year window. It's not.
Yeah.
So it's not
10,
someone. It's
10,
not in comparison to those in the past.
Yeah, top 5 New York Giants receivers the last 10 years, and Odell is not on the list. Sorry, that's an X.
The leading for that season.
Yeah, I
Or
thought it
10
was
years. The last 10 years.
So they've gained the most yards, and whoever in this 10-year period who has gained the most yards during that 10-year period.
For the New York Giants. The
I
New
thought it
York
was
Giants,
single
remember,
season.
the Giants, not total. It's the
Single season, I
Yeah,
thought.
it actually
no,
has
not,
to be.
not single,
Real
season.
quick,
Total.
and why?
Total.
I apologize.
Obviously.
Is there a so you're talking from 2014 to 2024?
Rep. New York Giants. Yep.
Darius Slayton has to be on that list.
Well, it's not
Okay.
your turn, sir.
Oh, all right.
It is Coach's turn. Miz
Oh,
got
it
wrong.
is?
Yeah, it's Coach, then Pat, then Lou, then E. I'm just going across the board.
Oh, I thought you was going. Oh, never mind. My bad.
No,
Coach.
you said
kicked
Darius
back.
Darius
Slayton.
Slayton.
How many
yes.
questions did I miss?
No, you didn't
No.
miss any questions.
Oh.
This is a new format. Darius Slayton is correct. He's number 2.
Yeah,
So
I missed
now
the
you the
question.
coach.
I just came in the room. That's what I just said. I didn't even hear the answer. I mean the question.
Oh, top 5.
Don't matter now. You already answered it.
No, it's like
No,
Family
it's
Feud.
more. Yeah, it's more answers on the board. So Coach has to get another. Coach has another go. So don't Google now.
I'm not Googling. I'm sitting there trying to keep up with the board too, because it's easy. Because they're saying it's Shep is another one.
Fucking play. Tuma wasn't playing in for
The
Sterling
top
Shepard.
5 Giants receivers during this period from 2014 to 20 in receiving yards.
From
maybe we
2014 to
should.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we should go because I know the chat's gonna try to give away the answers. Maybe we should go in. How y'all want to do? Y'all want to just go in order, one by one. So Coach, you got 90. Then we'll go to Pat, Lou. And then all right.
Okay.
So Pat. Yeah, because
You fucking cheated, man. You didn't give me the question straight up the right way, man.
I did give you a question.
Yo, Miz. Yo.
Top
But it was one
5.
season.
No, I would have
No.
said single season.
All right, it doesn't matter.
I've learned from Coach. I'm working on my words.
Miz, not be fun. That's why I ask him those questions. Just like he knows me, I know him, just to be sure, and I'm clear and I understand. I get what you're
I
saying.
know one of them has to be Shep.
Yeah.
Riggs.
Shep. Shep is on the list.
Number one.
And Shep is
Number
the
one.
number one answer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Pat,
Back to you,
now
Miz.
it's going to go to
Angry
Lou.
man.
Nah, Lou's
I know
next.
it's Lou. Oh, it's
Lou.
Lou then Miz.
Guess
Let me hear the
one of
question.
the top question. Here we go again. This is the question. The top 5 Giants leaders in receiving yards within the last 10 years.
No.
The last within the 10-year span, who has produced the most receiving yards for the New York Giants?
Perfect
That's
way
what
to
we're
say it.
talking about. So far, we got 2 answers. Shep, number 1 answer. Darius Slayton was number 2.
10 years ago, Beckham was still here, so Odell Beckham.
Yeah, he already guessed that.
You already guessed that. Beckham was out.
Say what?
Beckham, yeah, he already guessed it.
So, what do you mean?
Beckham wasn't on the list.
He's
Remember,
not
he
on the
got
list.
hurt in 2014.
He has not, and then he got traded. So he
Mhm.
really only had like 3 or 4 solid years of.
Oh, what the fuck was his name? Dwayne Harrison.
Dwayne Harris. No, not gonna be on the list.
No, he was prior. Wasn't he prior to that? No, yes, he was. I think.
E.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is on the list. He's number 3.
So it wasn't just receivers.
Anybody.
Top 5 New York
Top
Giants
5
players in
receiving yards.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, back to you, Miz. 2 answers left.
Miz is gone. Where the hell Miz go?
He left.
Oh, computer died.
He got pissed off.
No, he said his computer died.
God damn it, you cheating, NYG, son of a.
You asked that fucking question the fucking right way.
All right, let's go back to Coach, man. Coach, who you got for?
I have to.
The right way. Hey, you stupid.
So it's. I'm gonna say it. I know someone said it earlier, but I have to say Barkley.
Saquon Barkley is on the list. He is number 4.
I think I know who number 5 is. They also said it too.
Yeah, because they cheating.
Yeah, I know. They go in it.
Pat.
Shit, I ain't paid attention to the chat because I don't even know who it is. It can't be
I already know who it is.
I don't know who it is. Is it man, I'm finna lose it for the no, it can't be Richie James because he was only here 1 year.
No.
I'm gonna say Golden Tate.
Golden Tate is not.
I know who it is. Because it was on NYG Trivia 2 weeks ago. And we was all like, what? It's Kenny Galladay.
Hell no.
What?
As he was leading the receiver yards in that last question you asked him, we was all like, hell no. And you was like, yeah.
Who was the last guy?
He led the league with not the league. He led the team with 520 yards.
But it's in this accumulation. It's not just 1 year, Lou. So if he was here 3 years,
I ain't asking the question right. I'm with Miz on this one. What the fuck?
he did. He didn't say single
He
season.
said in the past 10 years,
In the past
who
10
were the top
years.
5 guys that had the most receiving yards in those 10 years?
And so
I
far
know
as
Shep, Slayton, Barkley.
In those 10 years. So would
Yes,
you
he
leave
did.
Put up the question, NYG.
that year in without them 10 years?
Put up the question, NYG.
Led
This is the
for
question.
1 year.
Top
Look at the
5
question.
Giants leaders in receiving
Receiving
yards.
yards
Top
in-
5 Giants leaders in receiving yards in the last 10
In
years.
the last 10 years. So that's 5 different guys who led in yards at some point
Not
within
per
the 10 years.
season. Not per season.
Not
It's
single
over the
season.
It says
10-year
total
span.
yardage.
Total yardage over that 10-year span.
That's why I had to ask questions.
now, I just got one question.
You go, Mark.
Odell Beckham played for the New York Giants for what years again? Didn't he leave 219?
No, he left 2015.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn he drafted him in
2016.
2014.
Whoa, wait a minute, fellas.
No.
Odell Beckham left in 2019. Wait a minute.
No,
Whenever Dave Gettleman was here.
2016.
Okay.
We went to the playoffs 2015. We lost. That next year, we traded his ass. That's what I'm saying.
He left around 2017.
Right.
2015, he was here. So there's no way he didn't leave.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. He got at least 2,000 yards.
Shoot, Slayton got more than 2,000. I know Barkley got more than 2,000.
Well,
I know Slayton got, Shep got
Right.
more than 2,000.
Shep, the question was, and I should have worded this correctly or differently.
Miz, come back.
That is
Yo,
okay. Beckham is on the top 5 list.
Mm-hmm.
I was rushing this and I was trying to formulate it excluding him because it's gonna give you a player that you're not gonna know. That's my fault.
So then you might as well just give it that player because nobody's gonna get it.
Excluding Beckham, who is number 1. We'll start with Shep. So just make him your number 1 here.
Man, this shit is rigged. NYG on some.
Nah, I just messed the question up because I meant to put it outside of because it's too easy if you put Beckham in there. It makes the game too easy. I don't like easy shit.
The other players weren't always easy. Well, I guess they were. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I get you.
You're not gonna understand the 5th one. If I would have did this the way I should have did it.
So who's the 5th person?
Excluding Barkley. Wait a minute.
Excluding
Beckham.
Excluding Odell Beckham.
And we got Ingram, Barkley, Slayton, and Shepard.
Mm-hmm. So here's who you have so far.
Yeah, no, we just got that. So who's number 5?
So really, this 5th person is 6th. So my bad, Lou and Miz.
The top 5 is too easy.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest
should have did the top 6. So
excluding Odell Beckham. The wording should have been excluding Odell Beckham Jr.
It should have been the top 6. I just left.
So
I left
6
it off. Yeah.
would be.
Shit, Ruben Randall.
Ding, 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 ding. Thank you very much, Pat. You have won the game.
Yeah. No, then how many points he got? He tied with me. Stop it.
Oh yeah, y'all did tie. Damn.
All right. Don't cheat me out of my points, damn it.
Yeah, it had to be Ruben Randall.
It's Ruben Randall. So let me give y'all the list.
Because I said Odell Beckham.
Let me give y'all the list. So
Odell Beckham was the number 1 answer.
I'm gonna give you.
That's supremely obvious.
Right. I'm gonna give you and Miz 100 points each, and y'all still lost. Thank you for playing. So see how I did that? You see how I fixed everything?
Danny gave you the most points. Yes.
Thank you, Roger Goodell. On that note, I'm gone.
Y'all actually got the most points for y'all answer.
Yep.
So we had the number 1 answer.
The number 1 answer is only 100 points. That's why I gave each of y'all 100.
Yeah, but at least I got the number.
It's a cool question. You should have just worded it.
It's Ruben Randall. I'll have a different way. I'll have a different way to do it next time. That's why I wanted to test it out. But it's Ruben Randall. Just so you guys know, the list. Where do I have it? Right here. So Beckham with 5,000, Shepard with 4,000, Slayton has 3,000, Ingram 2,000, Barkley 2,100, Ruben Randall 17, and Golden Tate just over 1,000. He would have been 7th. You know who's 8th? Let me round out the top 10 for y'all. Let's listen to some of these names. Larry Donnell, 900.
Larry Donnell is 8th.
Tight end. Yeah.
Victor Cruz 923 and Will
And Victor
Ty.
Cruz is on there.
Will
And
Ty
he was
859. Yeah.
man, get off these receivers, bro. Malik Nabers change all this, bro. That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
Larry Donnell makes that list.
Larry Donnell. Yep.
It's listen. The fact that Victor Cruz ain't played here since 2015.
Yeah.
And he's
9
still on the
years and
list.
he's still on that list. Just shows you what our
Shows
offenses
you.
look like.
And that's the point I was trying to make. When I do these, I have a hidden agenda in mind, so to speak. And I'm like, you know what? Our offense has not been good for a very long time, and we have not had any good receivers for a very long time. And this proves it. You know, when you got Beckham, who hasn't played here in years, you know, you got a tight end and a running back on your list, and of course, you know, the incumbent Darius Slayton. Yeah, it has not been good for this wide receiver group over these last few years, man. But times are changing, and guess what? We will get better, and we'll get better with these trivia games too. The reason I want to do other type of games is because at some point it's going to be real hard for me to find questions that I haven't already put in the trivia. So I'm like trying to find different ways
That's
to
crazy.
different games. But
You just come up with receiving questions. You have those for days. You ain't be able to name nobody. And you expect our quarterbacks to be world beaters with that? In the past 10 years, the best receiver has had 5,000 yards total?
Beckham is the embodiment. He's the picture, if you was to look it up in the dictionary, next to the word, letting your emotions supersede your intelligence. Because if Odell Beckham could have just kept his mouth closed about the shit that was going on that he was speaking out against, and just kept his mouth closed and played football, he'd have went down as an all-time Giant legend, first ballot Hall of Famer. Even if we never fucking won a Super Bowl with him, he'd have been a gold jacket member in the Hall of Fame, Giant for life, Ring of Honor. But he couldn't stay away from that microphone and that camera and get emotional.
And he let the fame get to his head in New York. That's what it was. And when he had to humble himself when he was with the Rams, he had his best season. As far as winning.
I'm responding to Q-Bro's
I'm still
statement.
loving my
He said
family.
Beckham blew it. Pause. And I'm saying he is the poster child for letting your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Yeah, he obviously would have been the best receiver in Giants history at all time. All he had to do was play about 4 or 5 more years, and he would have beat all Toomer's records. So, I mean, it is what it is. Certain people can handle the pressure of all that fame, and some people can't. And now he's just a rental player based off name alone, because he's gonna phase out over there with the Dolphins too. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing over there with the Dolphins.
Excuse me.
Miami's got a deep receiving core.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get on the field. He got A-Chain and Mostard, and man, that dude, he's just a name now.
I agree, man. Appreciate you too, though. Most definitely. Y'all hit that like button for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. We had up to over 100 in the chat at one point, man. We're gonna wrap it up right now at 3 hours. Gave y'all a solid 3-hour show. Had a lot to cover. And guess what? Your boy NYG22 gonna be back tonight for the Big Blue Crew Fantasy Draft. Definitely tap into that, man. It's gonna be fun.
And I'll be back tonight for Sunday Night Football Talk.
Absolutely.
With the Big Blue Crew Sports Network at 10 o'clock.
I'll be over there with you after I get done with the draft. So.
Hey, I forgot I was in that other league. God dog it.
Our draft is at 8 o'clock. I'll probably set the live up for like 7:45. We can chit chat a little bit until the draft starts.
I'm gonna tap in. I'll be there.
And we're gonna have our draft, man. And
you get to see me choose the best Big Blue Crew fantasy football team.
I'm gonna be there.
It's gonna be fun, man. We got Wells, Pat, of course, Mac the Giants fan, Alex. Yeah.
I'm gonna get this fantasy shit a try. See what you young whippersnappers is talking about, man.
I got the but you and Coach, I want you guys to get in a pick'em league. if you.
I'm just gonna observe. I'm not really participating. I'm just coming to show support.
The picking league is we're just picking the games. We're not. That's not fantasy.
But tonight, I'm coming to support and observe and
of course,
see.
always,
See,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You literally can just pop in the show whenever you want to now.
League. You already explained that. That's like NFL game day between Howie Strahan, Terry Bradshaw.
No betting, coach. We're not betting. We're not putting money.
I'm already in another pick'em league. I can handle doing that. That's not a big issue.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm because me and Coach are on the same stance. I don't gamble neither.
That's fine. I gamble on sports.
I have to be honest.
We gamble our lives every time we step out the house, but I don't gamble with my money.
I only take $2 to pay the mega. That's it. When that mega hits over 500 mil, that I'll admit. I'll do one ticket.
Trina, they started making
yes, we cut 10 people.
We went down to 53-man roster projection today as they were making cuts. So if you
that's how in tune we are, Miss Trina. We was making our cuts as soon as the Giants decided to make their cuts. We was already live making cuts, so they decided to cut at the same time we was cutting because we are in tune with this right here at the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. So feel free to rewind this live right here and see how we came up with our 53-man roster, and then take a screenshot of it and compare it when the 53-man roster comes out. If you can do that for me, and then give us a grade on how well we did, I would greatly appreciate that, Miss Trina.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support, man. And thank all you guys, all you ladies and gentlemen in the chat. This was an excellent, dope show. I will be back tonight, like I said, for the fantasy draft and for Sunday night with Lou. And, of course, we got Heart of the City Tuesday. For New York Giants full access Wednesday night. We have New York Giants Lounge Thursday night. Of course, we have Read and Attack throughout the week. And on Friday, Blacktop Podcast on Friday. I'm going to be getting back into that. We're going to be previewing some of these teams coming up. And of course, Saturday, man, you got Coach with his show, and then you have Leather to the Face. So, we are a busy network right now. More sports news and information and analysis to come.
Hey, Pat.
But
sorry, you gotta fix your green screen. Every time you look down, it looks like you got one alfalfa hair sticking up because of your green screen.
What are you talking about? No, that's a pick.
Yeah, the pick is bleeding into the background.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. But definitely appreciate y'all, man. But tell them what y'all got going on, man, for the rest of this week, fellas, man. We'll start with you, Coach, the busiest man on YouTube.
Man, what the hell do I have going on this week? Tomorrow got Wait a minute, let me pull up my channel. I gotta look at my channel. Yo, seriously. I have to admit, I do have so much going on. Half the times I'm starting to forget. That's why I program it ahead of time. So tomorrow I got Read and Attack, 7 o'clock. That WNBA is clean. Yeah, Read and Attack. Heart of the City with you on Tuesday. Pick and Roll podcast on Wednesday at 5. Doing it for the All Rutgers at 7. And I'll be jumping on with somebody late on Wednesday. Thursday I have the Full Court Press where I talk WNBA. Friday again another Pick and Roll Read and Tack plus the Blacktop. I'm always going to be jumping on late night with one of y'all whenever I'm able to. Saturday I have the Halftime Coaching Adjustment Show, 2 Old Farts, where we sit down, talk sports, life, and everything in between. I'm going to be doing next Saturday is the 31st, right?
Yeah.
I have the college football kickoff, Notre Dame versus Texas A&M, and then next Sunday. Okay, well, I will cover that next Sunday because I have another college football game. So, picking up as much college football games as I could. Damn it, I want to do that Rutgers game on Thursday, but it is what it is. Oh,
Yeah, man.
and oh no, the WNBA. No, that's the 9th. Okay, I mean the 8th, so that doesn't count. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Pat, what you got going on, bro? For the rest of the week, man.
Basically getting this fantasy team together so I can win this year again. I got New York Giants full access. I'm getting ready to get started with the film reviews for you guys, especially after week 1. Get ready to start up the NFL All 32 on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Just dropping video premieres on there with the All 32 and just giving more reactionary videos for my channel and the network. So it's basically getting the network to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so we can get that channel monetized as soon as possible. That's the first goal. So the only way we're going to get that goal is we give you guys the content that you're looking for. That's it.
Absolutely, man. I'm with you on that, brother.
Lou, speaking of that, on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, I will be giving you my fight breakdown between Edgar Berlanga and Canelo Alvarez coming September 14th. That video will only be on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network and only members on G Nation Inside Sports. That is the only place you will find that video. So if you are a betting man and you want to know who's going to win that fight, how and why, that's the video you want to go check out on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. I will be dropping that one tomorrow, and for members only on G Nation Inside Sports. That is an insight that lets you know when my leather to the faces will be showing up, which will also be on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network and G Nation Inside Shorts. But my picks and lock picks of those fights will only be on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. So that's where you will find them, unless you are a member of G Nation Inside Sports. But every Tuesday when I can, when I'm not coaching, I'm gonna tap in the heart of the city with these guys right here. And Wednesday, me and Pat do the True Big Blue podcast. Thursday, Big Blue Lounge with everybody from the Big Blue Crew that ain't too busy to stop in. Friday night, Blacktop with the coach himself up there, dreadlock bomber.
Rasta. And
Saturday night, leather to the face. Sunday night football talk, or Sunday night football when the season starts. So we always got something for you, and a few more things in the works. We got Mac the Giants fan. Don't know if he's going to be doing the WWE for you guys, but if not, we will also have that for you on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. No sport left behind. Okay? Yeah.
No sport left behind.
That's right.
Everyone passes.
You know what? I need to do a WNBA game this week.
What you got going on this week, brother, man? What y'all got going on over there with the Shakedown Crew? You there? Going once, going twice, and he's gone. Definitely catch the Shakedown. There you are.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
Yeah. What's going on, gentlemen? Yeah. I didn't know I put myself on mute. So
hey man, like you just hit a line.
Because I got headphones on. Hey. You feel me? What's going on?
You know how they read everything.
Hey.
Stereotype because he's Panamanian. That's what makes it even worse.
Hey, Lou, you know how they do. Hey. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
But go ahead, man. Tell them what you got going on for the rest of the week and where they can find you at, bro.
You guys can hear me? Yes, sir, man. Catch me at the Shakedown Media Network with my boys, man, the Shakedown crew, bringing you all sports all the time, politics, current events, all things Giants and the entire NFL, man. Shakedown Media Network on your YouTube's channels. Tell a friend to tell a friend, join the tribe and subscribe, man. Don't be a ninja watcher, as my brother Lou says. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to all these guys' channels, because we do bring that content to you, and it takes a bunch of our time that you guys probably don't even understand. But we continuously bring the hits out so you guys can be educated and leave with something better than whence you came. He the chosen one from the Bronx. Y'all know what time it is. Back to the lines.
Speaking of which, have you subscribed to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, our new centralized location for all of your sports content needs?
I believe I should have, and if not, then I will.
Oh, shame on you, sir.
Yeah, then it's definitely shame. Let me make sure I do what I have to do, because I can't tell people to do what they have to do if I don't. Gotta leave by example.
Man, make it easy for you. Put the link in the chat for you. Hey,
yo, man.
That was one of the moments. Hey, cut your camera off. Hey,
what's up?
Hey, Poppy, what happened?
hey, cut your camera off.
I don't know nothing. This is flour. Tu pensas mi nada coquina? This is flour.
Oh man, that shit was funny.
If you have not subscribed to the link that he is about to put on the screen right now,
Pause.
I do not know what you are doing with your life. If you are a sports fan and you have not subscribed to the link that should be highlighted in the lower third of the frame right now, Mr. Producer.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's 2 producers, you know. Actually, it's 3 of them. That dude, he can produce up there, too.
Mr. Producer, because I don't know who has That's why they call it a name. But no, if you guys have not subscribed to this link right here, this channel, the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, the only official sports network on YouTube, bringing you all of the up-to-the-second sports news, injury updates, roster changes for all of your sports needs. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go and hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and that bell notification so you'll be notified every time that we post. You heard?
Well, that's going to wrap it up, folks.
Right.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys know who you are, man. Thanks you for all our loyal supporters, man. The ones that come to the chat every day, man, and bring the fire. Whether you agree or disagree with us, we still greatly appreciate you, man. And shout out to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. This is so dope, man. I'm so pumped to get content out to you guys on this network, man, to really build this network up with my brothers, man. You know, we put a lot of hard work into this, man, and it's for you guys, and we definitely appreciate your support, man. And we're going to take you out, man, with this fire intro, man, Pat made, man, for the network, man. Until next time, y'all already know what it is. Deuces.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.